Thanks, Rosa.
Oh my God, he was on the intro.
How perfect.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Well, everybody, welcome back to Rogues Gallery Live.
Boom.
Oh, here comes the popping sound.
Great timing.
That is awesome.
Where are we up to? Episode 144.
I don't,
I can't even begin to say how funny that was, but welcome everybody to Rogues Gallery Live. Like I was going to say, I can't believe there is 115 people already tuning into the show. It is absolutely incredible. Welcome to Rogues Gallery Live. This is episode number 144. It is a very, very special night because we are celebrating 100K here on YouTube, and I just want to thank each and every one of you. And tonight we're celebrating in so many big ways. We have things that I'm going to show you for the very first time. We've got world premieres. We've got 5 giveaways on the show, and I just want to welcome everybody to the show. And so also we have an amazing crew with us today. We've got Mr. Chad Colbank from Tweeterhead. How's it going, sir?
Good. Hey, guys.
Welcome to the show. We got Dan from Wayne Manor, Rocket City. How's it going, sir?
hey everybody. Welcome to the 100K celebration. What a great night. I don't know if anybody else, but I brought my adult beverage to celebrate this evening. So cheers to you.
I love that. That's awesome. We have Mr. Jeff Morris in the house. Hey, Jeff.
Hey guys, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you now. That's great.
Okay.
That's perfect. Well, welcome.
Pros, and apparently they're two pros for me, so.
No worries. Well, obviously my already froze once, so I do apologize for that as always. We have Mr. Matt Martin in the house. Hey, how's it going, Matt?
Good. Ready to see some reveals and some giveaways tonight. So it'll be an exciting night.
Absolutely. We have Eric B from All Things Art.
Hey, everyone. Looking forward to tonight's show, and happy 100,000 subscribers, Chris.
Thank you very much. And last but certainly not least, from the Secret Sanctuary, we have Mr. Jeff Delaney with us. How's it going, sir?
It's going really well. I'm celebrating with my non-adult beverage.
That's awesome. I've got my very exciting big thing of water, so that's not very exciting, but
My coffee, so
it is what it is. Real quick, I have a couple super chats I just wanted to get off the way here. JWR says, $20 super chat. Congrats. Beyond happy for you, and you deserve it for all the hard work you've done in this community. Also, thanks to all the rogues for your time. Also, I was wondering, how does Sparrow feel about hitting 100K? Well, I don't know if we need another Jack Sparrow impression. I was like, I bloody well love it, mate. Here we go. All right, then. Thank you very much, JWR. Money Wasted Collecting is with us tonight. Just became re-upped his membership, so thank you very much. As did Lewis. Congrats, BSC and crew, and what's up to everyone. Thank you again. Has been a member for 18 months. Thank you for being here tonight. And I think there was another super chat I want to make sure I hit. Freeze Party Frederick Hells is $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Again, thank you. There's a million messages already that you guys have typed in, and I really appreciate all of the kind words. Again, as we celebrate tonight, and we celebrate the hobby that we love. And again, I just want to thank everybody for being part of this amazing community. And it's just, I just can't believe that we're here. And it's just awesome. It's just awesome. So thank you guys. How's everybody in the gang doing? How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
good.
Awesome.
Anything new and exciting going on?
It was cool seeing the sideshow do the Gotham by Gaslight unboxing recently.
Yeah.
That was very cool to see. That piece looks awesome.
I am on the wait list, but it has not converted yet. So I'm still hoping. And are you still getting that one, Dan?
I'm definitely getting that one. I love it.
It's a great piece. Do you have a spot picked out?
I do, right next to Frankie.
Oh yeah, that'll
be followed by Frank when he comes out, hopefully later in the summer.
That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome.
Yep.
Anybody else? Anybody else have anything coming soon?
Just art. Just for me, got some art.
Anything in particular?
See, I got some more covers from the upcoming Detective Comics from Sebastian Fumara. He's over in Argentina. I bought 3 original art pieces from him, all that are covers. So excited to get those in hand, put it that way.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, Matt doesn't buy any good art at all. It's really too bad. All his stuff is just bottom of the barrel, you know.
Oh, and speaking, I wanted to give a shout out to my son, Pierce. Thank you for picking up that original art commission at C2E2 for me, the Penguin. He's sending that to me this week. So he says it looks way better in person. He said the detail is fantastic. So
and we
looking
both
to see
have
that in person.
We're both getting a penguin this week.
Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah, we can kind of share them. Yeah, so
That's right. I'm getting my Jason David's rep is sending me. It's he overnighted it, so I'm getting the Clayface and Penguin tomorrow, I think. So looking forward to getting those in.
Yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to Daddy Earls. He sent got a commission from him, and he included a care package in with it. But he wrote us all a note. He says, Matt, thank you so much for your support, brother. I hope you like the art and a couple of other surprises. Love what you guys do with the show. Take care, and let's see, what's it say? Hope to all meet you all one day. But yeah, Danny Earl. So if you haven't, give him a follow on Instagram. He's one of the best artists out there.
It's awesome. I know he's a big fan of the channel.
Yep.
So I know he's met you and Eric. I think you've met him also.
Yeah, I gave him like a little quick interview last year at New York Comic Con. Really nice guy, and yeah, awesome artwork.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know he's messaged me and said he wanted to do a commission for me. So it's I'm really looking. I love his line work, a lot of black and white line work. So that's awesome. Well, anyway, welcome everybody to the show. Like I said, we have over 200 people watching right now, so thank you very much. We have multiple giveaways tonight. We have one from our good friend Todd at Spec Fiction. He's giving away a Prime 1 statue tonight. We also have Charles Carosa, who's going to be joining us here in a bit from Choice Fine Art. He's going to be giving away a piece of art, I believe, a Jim Lee piece of art. Also, we have a giveaway from Matt Martin. Matt, do you want to tell us what you're giving away tonight?
Yeah, this is a 9x12 original art by Tony Daniels back in 2022.
Nice.
So I'll kind of
Look at that.
That's awesome.
you can see the Joker.
That's awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That is absolutely beautiful.
So yeah, this is it's on thick cardstock, and whoever does win it, I'll even pay for shipping as long as it's in the U.S. and we'll get it to you.
Absolutely. Dan, do you have something also you mentioned maybe tonight?
I do. I have a couple of prints behind me that I'm going to be happy to share. And one of them is a signed print from Detective Comics from Ivan Reyes, and the other one is Tim Sale's piece from Long Halloween, signed by Jeff Loeb.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Well, great giveaways. Thank you very much. And also, Chad has been gracious enough to say that he's going to be giving away this guy back here behind me,
Ooh, cool.
which is very, very exciting. And again, I want to thank Chad for being on the show. And Chad, I'm going to zoom in on myself a little bit here so people can see this. So Chad, tell people what we're looking at here.
So you're looking at the second bust in our DC line of bust, obviously Doomsday. And this guy is gigantic. And it's kind of funny because I've only seen the print, and Chris is the first person besides the painter and photographer to see it. And yesterday he was blowing my phone up with text pictures. Oh my God, this guy is so huge. This is gigantic. And really, like, I will say, like, you know, his fist is like the size of our fist. I mean, it's a humongous piece.
So cool.
Got to say hi to Charles real quick. Thanks, Charles, for popping in.
Hey guys.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charles.
Hey everybody.
You mentioned the fist. Like, again, there's fist to fist.
Wow.
Wow.
Just absolutely incredible. So yeah, I unboxed him and I was filming the review. So I've had a chance to have, him for a little over 24 hours now. And I can't quit staring at him. He's just so impressive. The level of detail, I don't know if you guys can see the skin. It's just unbelievable. It reminds me of like a rhino skin where it's real dry and rough.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I have already reviewed this for you guys, so it'll go up on the channel. And I call this Tweeterhead 3.0 because I feel like it's just next level Tweeterhead. It is massive. I want to show you guys my hand. Just how big he is. Then, of course, we also have Superman right here as well.
He looks really good.
They're gonna look good together.
And that is directly from the factory to Chris's house.
Nice.
Wow.
So is this a production sample?
Yep.
Just absolutely, the colors are incredible. They pop. Everything is crisp, clean. I love the skin texture, the skin color. It's so well done, and it's just heavy. Like, he is solid.
Does look very clean. Yellow's like one of those colors that's hard to saturate, and that looks really crisp on camera.
Yeah. And, not to pat Tweeterhead's, back, but Superman is so funny. There are so many Supermans that I look at and I'm like, he's not like super handsome. I gotta say, like, I love our Superman.
I also want to show you the backside here, because I don't know if people have seen the S, but again, just very heavy.
Oh, I like the cape.
Looks
Like
fantastic.
roundabout, how heavy do you think it is? Like 10 pounds,
Oh my gosh!
5, 15? So,
I bet more than 10.
I bet closer to 15 at least.
all right, just trying to prepare my shelves for the.
He's super heavy.
And what we did, like with this that I said, is like, one of my pet peeves is always how the cape, if it's a separate piece and it tucks into the shoulders, the collarbone. It just never, for me personally, it's just almost impossible to get. So we sculpted that in, and on the back, Chris, by the yellow emblem, that's all like puttied and cleaned up, at the factory.
Yeah, it looks good.
I really like that. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. You can on my review, but there's actually some color that is sprayed between the chests. Like, it just gives it a little bit of depth. Same on the backside where it actually follows the curve of the cape. It's really well done.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit on camera.
Super crisp.
Chris, you know what to me is different about the piece, and it's funny you were just commenting on that color to accentuate the kind of muscles and whatever. There are a lot of pieces, and we've talked about this recently, where that is overdone and
Oversprayed sometimes.
oversprayed, like almost too defined. And that piece right there, it looks really well done. So subtle that you almost kind of can't tell if it's natural shadow or if it's painted.
Yeah, it's with the naked eye, it just looks very impressive.
It looks perfect. I love it.
Well, thanks. Thank you.
Chris, how much does Doomsday weigh compared to Superman?
Well, this is a prototype, so it is not the full weight.
Okay.
So this one's a light version. What I would assume what we're going to get in hand is going to be quite weighty, Chad. Wouldn't you think?
I would say, I would think like at least 20 pounds. I mean, that thing is so heavy. Yeah.
Look at the
Chris,
detail here, guys.
Chris, you took a picture and you were holding him with one hand. I was like, wow, he's got excellent balance of that side.
Yeah, I was going to say he's not too heavy right now, but he will be. Just the level of detail again is just absolutely crazy. And again, I'll have the HD review up for you guys probably tomorrow, I think. But
So that comes with 2 portraits? Or is that?
Nope, just one portrait. But Chris, do you have that little resin head handy where you could show kind of the mask and the the back part?
Just the one that
It's like for us,
little one
like,
you sent me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if you can pull it apart and show them or not. But basically, like, the face is like a mask that fits over the eyes and the mouth. Because we wanted to do those bones over the eyes, and it was really difficult to kind of get in there and paint it. So what we did is it's that he can get them separated, the actual mouth and eye.
Oh.
There it went. That's why it's plastic.
There it went.
Where do I send the invoice?
Yeah, no kidding. Gee, Merry Christmas. So there's the inside of it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's
Oh,
cool.
okay, gotcha.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All these like bones that are going across his eye is so cool. And then his eyes are like painted super red. But
That's neat.
so
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
That's neat.
He's got the tongue sticking out. So Chad, tell us a little bit about, your vision for this line. We have some reveals that we're going to be doing tonight as well. So I'm really excited about that. But tell us a little bit about this line if people are I guess if they're not familiar with this line, or some people that say, I'm just not into bus, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I think like, this isn't, an original idea of mine. I give Randy Bowen full credit because he was so intelligent when he was doing his statues to be like, hey, maybe people can't afford this. So I'm just going to do like a little bust version of whatever character it is. And, with the way the market's going and the way, with kind of the flood of characters and a lot of the same characters, I've always appreciated bust because I've always thought the essence of the characters basically from the waist up. Like if you look at Superman, like at Doomsday, you get everything except for a set of legs and some ginormous base, right?
Right.
And what it allows us to do is put so much more time and effort into what you're getting, which is the portrait, the costume, again from the waist up. And so, with the lack of space, the costs going up crazier and crazier. I was just like, look, and we talked about this a couple of months ago, like, let's just try this Superman bust out. Let's do this as a test. And it was very successful. And then let's just, start this whole line and see, like I said to Chris earlier, like, we all have been doing this for years and years and years. We know there are characters people want that will never be made in a statue form, but to make them in a bust form, super easy peasy. Fills out, a collection. If you, look for this character and you don't have it, and you're never going to. Whose dogs are going insane?
I was gonna say, I think it must be Matt's. Yeah.
But anyways, so it's just like, this is my passion. Like, for everyone that's worried that we're not going to do full-size statues, that's not correct. We've got a Dark Side we're going to show next month. We've got a Catwoman, another Catwoman. We've got a lot of stuff planned for next year. This is just like a subline, and this is where, like, I will tell you personally that my passion is, because I can't make third scale statues, but I can make third scale busts. And, these are like, if you could see like what, we're looking at behind the scenes, we've got like 12 or 14 already planned out in sculpt phase. They're all original sculpts. I told Chris we're working on a Batgirl, and she's very similar to my statue from like the waist up, but it's a completely original sculpt. So it's not like we're reusing assets. This is brand new characters. And, Chris is going to show a couple things off that are in the pipeline. One that I'm working with a really, really talented guy, and he's so fast, it's kind of scary. So one of the things he's going to show, I think sooner than later, is something that's ready to go to print like tomorrow. So.
All right. Well, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And before we get to that, I just want to say one other thing. We here on Rogues Gallery, we try to have a pulse on what the community is feeling and talking about. We talk about these things all the time. And one of the things that's been hitting us all really hard lately is the economy, prices of statues, shipping, space, all of this stuff that we continue to struggle with, and where people are having to be really choosy these days. And, when I love my Prime 1/3 scale statues, but they're at this point, they're $2,000 shipped. When I look at Doomsday, and yesterday I held Killer Croc, my Killer Croc from Arkham. I held it right. I've sent you a picture of it. That is a massive statue. If that statue was made today, it'd be what? Probably $3,500, probably. Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
This is $400. It is it is $375 if you guys pay in full at tweeterhead.com tomorrow. That is pure value. He has tremendous presence, and I absolutely love what Tweeterhead is doing. And even if you are, I'm talking to you guys out there, if you are not a bust person yet, the vision I have of these all in a row of being right next to each other, whether you collect all the Superman characters, whether you collect DC as a whole, whether you collect just the Batman and his villains like me, these are going to look so impressive on a shelf. at a very, very good price point. I don't know how Chad's doing it, but he is doing a service, a giant service, I feel, to the community by bringing something of this quality and this size at that price point. This is $300. It's just unbelievable. Like, talk a little bit about that, Chad. Like, what's your vision of this line expanding out?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, first the edition size is we're not going to release anything over 350 pieces. So that's it. I said that was Superman, and I meant it. You know, when we get around to some of the more, you know, popular characters, you know, where we maybe could sell more, I want to make this like a niche group of people that collect these, fans. I really want to expand this into more of like, what are you looking for? What do you want? And as far as the price goes, you know, these are only being sold on my website. So if you know the whole wholesale market, you know, everyone I sell is like selling to wholesale, right?
Right.
And, you know, and I don't think it's a big secret. I told Chris, like, you know, our, you know, profit margin is much smaller than on some of the statues, the other statues that we do. But, you know, like I said, this is coming from my heart. This is like a really passionate place for me. And it's like, you know, when, and, you know, let's use that as an example, like, you know, when are you ever going to get the ventriloquist from Batman as a statue, right?
Yeah.
But I can do that as a bust, easy peasy, and I don't have to sell too many to make it affordable. And, you know, really, like, you know, Chris and I talked about this too with Doomsday. It's like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh my God, I think that's going to be $600. I think it's going to be like, you know, $575. And I'm like, no, like, we're not here to hose anybody. And this is nothing against other statue companies or even the Tweeterhead stuff that I sell, like my Motu stuff that's $575, $675. This is a very unique position that we're in. And, you know, when you look at it, what we're really creating is half a statue, you know, as opposed to adding the legs, adding some gigantic base with parts. You know, Eric, you're behind you, that gigantic base that broke. Like, you know, the bases for these busts, they're all the exact same. The only difference is they're 3 different sizes. I've got, you know, female, male, monster. And, you know, Doomsday's base would be a dark side, would be a Killer Croc. You know, Superman's, of course, is going to be Batman, Green Lantern, you know, Booster Gold, and whatever. But, you know, then we go on to like Batgirl, Catwoman, Wonder Woman. They're smaller. But the thing is that, you know, really it's just that bit from the waist up that's all a brand new sculpt. So if you look at the cost savings and the amount of material and the amount of work that we're saving, but what we can do, like I said, we can level that up, and we can, like, you know, I just think we're pushing all of that detail, all the time that we have to spend on all that other minutia into this amazing, like, I can't wait for you to see our Wonder Woman. Like, the most beautiful woman in the world, right? Or our Ivy. You know, this is something that I, you know, and like I said to Chris before we started the show, like looking behind his shoulder is Superman, Doomsday. You know, I can already see like Luthor, Brainiac, Silver Banshee, Lois Lane. You know, when would you ever get a Jimmy Olsen statue, right? But Jimmy Olsen bust, super easy.
Or even a Brainiac. Look how popular Brainiac is, and we haven't really gotten one.
Oh,
yeah.
And then Brainiac, then we get to talk to the fans and be like, you know, what Brainiac do you want? You know, do we do like a superpowers all chrome Brainiac? Uh-oh.
Sorry about that, guys.
No worries,
okay.
Charles.
Anyway, so, you know, the future for this line is really big. You know, we limited it to 350 customers, you know, and, you know, per piece. And I don't think that's not doable. So, you know, we'll just see, like, you know, what the future holds. I mean, this year, besides these 2, there's 4 more ready to like knock out this year.
And we're getting ready to show everybody some of the teasers that we were talking about. And one thing I told Chad is, like, a lot of companies will come out with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman and say that they're going to do a lot of other characters. And then they don't deliver. But Chad is doing something very smart, and he wants to do a lot of these characters, these B and C characters that we have been asking for a very long time. And so, Chad, are you ready to do a reveal here?
Well, you know, let me say really quick. The one thing I was going to say is a lot of these are going to be kind of pairs. So we're pairing up like an A or B lister with like a C or D lister. So I think we could show the first one. Let's do it.
Do you want to go with the one that you think will be printed maybe tomorrow? Or do you want to wait till the end?
It's up to you because your audience.
I just think they're going to want to see it. So I'm going to show you guys. Are you ready?
Yep. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Riddler. I am so excited beyond words how excited I am for this Riddler. I feel like it is the perfect Riddler.
Yes.
Chad and I have had many conversations about this piece. Are you excited about this, Chad? I'm just thrilled.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I grew up on Batman, and Riddler is someone that it's difficult to get around to. We had talked about a Riddler statue for years, David and I, and it's like, what's his base? And we had a couple bases, and it's just like, then what Riddler is it? Because, for me personally, I will show you at some point, but, my Riddler bust is going to be the retro version of him, in the tights with the question marks everywhere. Chris has seen that.
Yes.
But this is, I think, what we've agreed is the most popular.
Yes.
But, then we have other questions, which everyone can kind of chime in on, which we were talking about the other day. It's like, what color is his shirt? What color is his tie? But yeah, no, this is an example of what you're going to get from this bust line is brand new. Tweeterhead's never done a Riddler. I'm sure there are Riddlers out there, but we just tried to get the most classic version.
It is. It's just perfect. And again, just watching this in the design phase, it's just been outstanding. And to get this, I just feel like this is truly what people are wanting. And whenever I look at all of the comments that people just did on the screen here, like everybody seems to be incredibly excited about this one.
And again, you say $300, 350 edition size. I mean, the resale value down the road, if when these are sold out, I think I said, we have 15 Supermans left and then he's completely sold out. But, Riddler, it's one of those ones where it's let's come out of the gate strong,
Absolutely. And again, it looks absolutely fantastic. And so when do you think he might potentially go up for pre-order? I know people are going to be wanting to know.
I know. Next month, at the end of next month, is going to be our Batman, and then we'll do a Dark Side, I think, at that point, and then we'll do Mr. Freeze, which we're holding Freeze back until Chris can show him completely. But that is one of my favorite sculpts ever. This thing is amazing. The glass dome on his head is amazing. And then maybe
did you say something about Batman?
I did say something.
Wouldn't it be awesome if I had Batman here to show people what it would look like?
I know. I wish I had sent it to you.
Hold on, guys.
Wait, whoever did the UPS labels in serious trouble because that was not supposed to go to Chris.
You nailed that Riddler face. I was so worried when a company when they eventually were going to do a Riddler that they were going to get the face wrong, and the expression on Riddler's face.
He's super insane. He's completely insane.
Eric, I agree totally. Eric, dead on board.
He's awesome.
Perfect. Go ahead, Chris.
Right, here we go.
You guys ready?
Don't drop him.
Oh man.
Yep. That looks great. That looks great.
It's so awesome.
The cape
Wow.
looks awesome. How it's
It is perfect, Chad.
Yep.
Thank you.
It is absolutely perfect. This is just a prototype version here, so he's kind of held together, but it's just absolutely incredible. It is just perfect.
Yeah, the
It's
sculpt is
awesome.
great on that.
I love
And we did it. So obviously, the front and center of the base, that's where you would ideally position him. And so he's just looking slightly over his shoulder into the distance. He's not looking at that U, just slightly over it.
Yeah, just like
Chris,
that.
any chance we could put him next to Superman?
Yes,
Ooh.
absolutely.
I've never seen that.
Hey, Chris,
I have this. I've done 3 different reviews for you guys too for this week. So all of this you'll be able to see all of these together anyway.
He looks good from that
Oh.
side angle right there.
how tall would you say these are, Chris? Just kind of.
I have a tape measure here. So Batman, you're looking
And guys, keep in mind that Batman is a print and the factory Superman is a production piece, so they shrink about 5%.
Oh,
Okay, so Batman right now pre-shrunk. He's at about 17 inches, a little over 17 inches.
Wow. So they're pretty tall.
Superman
That's a big bust.
Superman is 16 inches tall.
So 16 inches for the humans or human-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Batman's going to shrink down. Like once they, mold it in that polyresin, it definitely shrinks like up to 5%. So the idea is that, they will be the same height.
Chad, we all have that same problem when we jump into a pool.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
It's very
You've ever
true.
done a cold
People
plunge,
are
it's
asking
even worse.
what colors on this guy. What are you thinking for colors?
You and I talked about it, just like really, really, really dark gray and black.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then the belt, obviously, God, I mean, I love that belt. That God, is it? I always mess it up. Beast Kingdom. What's it called?
Kingdom Come.
No. The company that's doing the big giant Batman.
Legendary Beast.
Legendary Beast. I love their belt. So we'll probably use 2 different golds, bronzes on the belt. And then there's, down the road, if the audience wants it, we can always do like a dark blue, gray, but, I'm just thinking now, like, current Batman,
I love the texture that you did on the cape. Like it just feels like it's, I mean, it's just, I know it's not going to actually be that way, but it feels like it'd be kind of like that felty material. Like it's got that feathery material. It just looks so good. I just love it. I love the way this turned out.
Slight texture on the suit too. We don't want to do too much, like just so it's just very, very minimal.
I don't really need another. I don't really need another Batman, but that's really good looking. I might have to purchase that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be the centerpiece of this bus line. I can't wait.
Hey, Chad, are all the buses going to be 350 ES?
Yep, everyone. I mean, like
That's fair.
That'll be like the most we go up to, because again, I want this to be niche. I want it to be small. I don't want to make. I mean, Superman, we could have probably pushed it more. Wonder Woman, of course, like the Trinity, you could have pushed it more. But really, like, this is why, is why this evening is so important in a way, because we only have like 15, 20 more Batman to sell. I sound like the Home Shopping Network, but we only have like 15 or 20 more to sell. But it's like, I don't want someone to finally get into the 6th bust and be like, oh, shoot, like, how do I get that Superman? And then you go and try to find it and you either can't, or it's because,
you pay triple.
Like, again, like this is only through tweeterhead.com. Like, if I sell 20 Doomsdays tomorrow until we put them into production, we are not giving this to anybody else to sell. This is only tweeterhead.com.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little worried about the edition sizes, especially like Riddler. Hopefully, I'm able to get one.
Again, if you're just joining us, we got 310 people watching right now. Thank you guys. Here's the new Riddler we just premiered.
But not just the price.
I'm sure somebody can take it and lighten that picture up too. Of course, everybody does that.
Well, especially this guy. He's famous for it.
I was gonna say not just the price is good for the actual statue, but it's also going to help with the shipping cost. The shipping will be very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, top to bottom, this is such a collector-friendly line, and it's going to make collecting really fun because you can look forward to all these characters, and especially again knowing that Tweeterhead is serious about doing these other characters, these other villains.
Yep.
That just goes to show me that they're all in. This is going to be a lot of fun to collect. It's going to be extremely affordable, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Matt.
Well, I'll just say this: it looks like we got like 300 people in the joining us, and with respect to everybody, or a lot of people, for the past year or so, have been complaining about statue prices and hey, I'm getting out of the hobby. Hey, I can't, hey, I'm done after this one, et cetera. So with respect, I'm not, not down, everybody's we've all had our, kind of, hey, shipping. We can all agree on that. Chad is sitting here with a vision saying, okay, hey, well, the market isn't what it used to be. Let's just be honest. So let me think out the box. And like what he's saying, I'm going to do a bust line of 1/3. They're going to be super detailed, but right price for, I would say, everybody. So if you're, with respect, you're kind of, some of these, like the throne pieces that are like, with respect, $3,000. That's not for everybody, with respect. I think this price point is for everybody, especially like Chad said, if you pay in full, you get a discount. You get I think it's $25 discount if you pay in full. And with respect, I think the price is so good that, with respect, hey, I'm gonna buy 2 of these. I'm going to get the Doomsday and the Superman, or vice versa. It's something you can keep on with, instead of, hey, I'm going to buy this one statue and that's it for the next, hypothetically, year or so, where these, I think they're priced right. And, saying all this, guys, and the comments are like awesome, but we've got to support Chad. We got to show up on pre-order day.
Yep.
And with respect, show him that, hey, we're serious. Hey, you're making the Riddler finally that we wanted. Everybody's wanted a great Riddler, but we got to show up on pre-order day.
That's right. And just like Dan just typed in the chat, guys, let's get this Superman sold out. There's only 14 left on the website right now. So jump on tweeterhead.com. Let's get this sold. Let's get this sold and show Chad that everybody in the community, we are serious about this line, because it is going to be outstanding. And
it's going to be epic. The other night I was watching, I don't know if you guys have watched that Crisis, the animated one, the part 2. No one?
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, the Annie monitor. Like, how big would he be if, like,
we're going niche.
Yeah, really niche. Yeah.
A limited edition of 5 pieces.
Chad, Jeff Houghton wants to know, how many do you plan to release a year? What's your vision for these?
At least 6, but my vision, oh my God. Because we'll talk about this in a minute, these little sub bust lines that we want to start. But 6 to 8, I would think. I think I think 6 to 8 is a really good number. If I had my way, we'd do one a month, because I freaking love these. But I think 6 to 8 is good. I think 6 is a great way to start. That's what we're going to do this year. But when we start to mine into these sub bust lines, because you guys know I love the superpower action figures. And if Kenner was successful with that action figure line, there was going to be a whole subline of Green Lantern Corps figures. Superman had his own line, Batman, Batcave. It was going to be huge. So, we're next year going to dip our toe into a sub bust line. And I don't mean smaller, they're going to be the same size, but of the Teen Titans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that'll be very nice.
That's really you talk about Cyborg, Raven, Starfire, Nightwing. Everyone's like, oh, what about the Perez Nightwing? And it's like, as a statue, no. As a bust, there's a solid maybe there, right?
Yeah.
Which, Chris, I don't know if you want to show that other leading into that. The Perez.
Yes. Did you mention Perez?
I did.
Ooh.
Nice.
We have a Perez Zatanna, which
Very
is
nice.
gorgeous. I love the cape flow on it and the hair. The pose is really awesome. Tell us a little bit about this, Chad.
It's I teased it when I was doing Tweeterhead 1.0, and it just didn't work out, and there were a couple of different issues. But I'm like, with these busts, again, going back to some of the ease of doing these, and some of these giving the collectors what they really have asked for years. Unless I am wrong and I stand corrected, I don't know if you're going to get a Perez Zatanna statue, period, let alone anytime soon. And I'm like, let's just make this bust the absolute coolest and give these people that have been wanting this forever, something to collect, and there have been so many Zatannas.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
There have been so many Zatannas with a top hat, which I love. I absolutely love that version. But, I'm not sure I want to do that in a bust, because you've got so many other alternatives to buy,
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just had to highlight Justin's comment. Said, Chad, you SOB, you did it. You finally did it.
Oh my God. So that's not the guy I'm waiting on. You know who I'm waiting on is Kirk. I forget his Phil Fitzpatrick. He's the biggest Zatanna fan in the world, the Perez Zatanna.
Everybody is very excited about this one as well. Might have to break open my piggy bank. Everybody has been saying like I've been begging for this. Captain Trenchcoat here. It's just awesome. So again, a very exciting reveal again tonight here on Rogues Gallery. So we have a Perez Zatanna, and do you want to do our other female friend?
Yeah. Is that? Oh, we've got two more. Yeah. Let's do it. So and again, like some of the things we do might be very popular. Some of them might not be super popular. It just depends where you are on the, where you fall in your collector mindset. But, next year is Catwoman's 85th anniversary.
Oh,
I love that.
And so we are going to honor her with, not her first appearance, because it would be an orange dress and a cat mask, but her second appearance with her purple dress and green cape, and she's holding a Swarovski emerald in her hand. And this pairs, I've got this one printed, and her and Batman together, it's just kind of like amazing.
This is absolutely gorgeous. I've had a chance to see a little bit more of this one as well. I love the colors. It is that classic feel of her. If you're, just a fan of her origins, and it's just a very, very.
Do you have that the digitally colored one? You could show that if you want to.
I don't have it here. No.
Oh, okay.
Unless I can find it maybe in your messages, I might be able to. But here are the two kind of side by side. Cool. Just to give you an idea of these.
Nice.
Are the female bases, are they a little smaller than the male bases, or are they the same?
Yep. Nope, they're smaller. So there's 3 size bases, like A, B, and C, like female, male, monster. And that's all we're going to do. So yeah, Catwoman and Zatanna will be the same size base.
It's just absolutely incredible. And then are you planning on doing other versions of Catwoman as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I mean, this is like a niche one. I mean, this is my favorite version. This is what, when I would run to the newsstand when I was a kid, and you had like the little blurb in the corner, featuring Catwoman, like, this is my ultimate version. And, but of course, we're going to do the more modern version. And I think we'll probably sneak her in next year because it is her 85th anniversary. So it's kind of a bookend. You get first and most current,
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I just found your color version. I'm going to send it to myself so I can add that to the screen as well. But again, we've got Zatanna and we've got Catwoman as well, which we've unveiled tonight. Do you want to show our last one as well?
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Okay.
Wow.
So we showed him earlier, but I said, David Igo, he surprised me by telling me what Batman foes he wants to like art direct, and number 1 was Clayface, and he was like, yeah, but I want to change it up from that original interpretation and make it a little more animated inspired. And it's kind of funny because Chris, I saw your piece of art today, and I'm like, wow,
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, it's perfect, really. I mean, it really is. I think this is probably one of the ones I'm most excited about. I've wanted a Clayface for so long, and I just feel like you guys have completely captured the pose of him. And again, just side by side with Riddler here, they just look great together.
I love that right there.
Thanks. I mean, there's a couple little ideas we're toying around with, which is like, do you put some clay like dropping off the bottom of the base, or is he part of the base? Like he's turning into who knows? I mean, there's a couple different things, but this is just me speaking out loud. But they look fantastic together. And then, like I said, we don't have a slide for it, but you throw Catwoman in there, you throw Joker, Harley, you throw, I don't know, Bruce, Alfred, Batgirl, Robin, like this line could go on forever. I mean, it's really, it's something that I really hope we can tap into this collector's market with it.
That's one of the things that's really selling it for me, and not just the pictures side by side. It's the ones that Chris has behind him. Seeing them in person side by side really like helps. I'll speak for I think for all collectors. Seeing them in person next to somebody really helps. Just give you a general idea of how they're going to look in the collection.
And that's something Chris told me. His advice was, like Superman will be in people's hands in about 2 months. And he's just like, get that thing in people's hands. Cause really when you hold that thing and you look at it, you're like, oh, like for the people that say I don't collect bust or I don't like busts. Once you get it, I think you're not going to remember, Krypton, Fortress of Solitude base. It's not going to make a difference to you.
I've also said in the past too, where I feel like as a 1/3 scale collector, these are going to completely blend in with all of the rest of them. So like if there's a character that let's say that Prime 1 has never done a Clayface, right? Well, if you get Tweeterhead's Clayface, now you have a 3rd scale Clayface to go right in between your collection. It's kind of like a proximity piece. And these things, again, you can just see the scale of them. They are massive. And believe me, guys, the camera is not doing this thing justice at all. This thing looks a million times. If you think it looks better here or good here, it looks a million times better in person. And it just has such a wow factor, and it's really going to fit in your collection so well. And even if you don't have 3rd scales, just like Eric said, when you start seeing them all together, you kind of get it. You're like, okay, I get it now.
Well, my original plan is I think I'm going to, like you said, like almost like a proximity. I might put them up a little bit higher behind other pieces, like even quarter scale. But yeah, see them in person, especially since we don't have like conventions to see them in person. At least seeing them in Chris's room really helps plan things out.
I think the painters are going to have just a ball doing like different paint techniques on Clayface, colors and techniques. I think the painters are going to have like a ball, and you might have some tough decisions to make on which one is the most popular. Put it that way.
Yeah, you can do a lot
with one thing I also wanted to add, guys, is a lot of collectors, even in the Rogues, we're matching comics with statues, and busts go a heck of a lot better in the comic book than that. And on oversized.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Put the comic behind it.
Yep. With your CGCs.
I mean, you could see how an oversized bust with a full-blown comic, it's going to look really good, Chad, when you mix one of those larger scale busts with a comic book.
Yeah, good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a super chat. I just want to hit it really quick while Chad is here. He said, when will the 1/6 Two-Face ship? Do you have an update on Two-Face?
I do. I think the 15th of this month of May, he's leaving China, headed to the U.S.
That's awesome. Cool. That's awesome. I'm so excited to get him in. I love him. He is such a good statue. And some people have asked, while we've been talking about the bus, people have been asking still about the 6 scale things. And Chad did address that. They're not going away from those. They're still going to be doing. They've announced a Dark Side. They've announced a Catwoman, and I know they have other ones in the works as well. So 6 scale collectors, they're not leaving you high and dry at all. But obviously, like Chad said, this is kind of where his passion is right now, and I could see why. Because the sky is the limit for these busts. And again, like the thing that's crazy to me is like this bust right here is slightly over the price of like a 10th scale Iron Studios.
Yep.
Like that's insane to me. Because this has just a tremendous amount of presence. It's heavy, and it's just, I don't know. I'm blown away by it. It's just really awesome.
Awesome. Yep.
Chad, what do you have planned?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. And again, Ragged Edge said the same thing. Chad, what do you have planned for us that are not in the bus? Again, there are still things that Tweeterhead is doing. Obviously, still like David's still very much involved in the Master of the Universe.
Yeah, Master of the Universe going strong. We've teased Sorceress. We've got a couple other pieces that we're working on. We've got a big surprise piece that we haven't shown, I don't think yet. It was a discussion the other day that even people that don't collect our stuff, this is like an iconic Master of the Universe piece that, if you're just like not even a collector and you're like, oh, I gotta have that. Like that's the one thing from my childhood that resonates. So that's kind of cool. We've got some other DC stuff. We've got 2 DC surprises coming up this year that we haven't announced, and it's something I think is going to take everybody by storm. A couple other licenses we're looking at, some new Elvira stuff. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on,
I just feel like this is such a really fun time to be a Tweeterhead collector. It's just, to me, it's got, my excitement peaked because, again, seeing these things all together, you can really just envision just this incredible lineup of characters. Is there somebody that you're looking the most forward to bringing out to the public? Like, is there somebody that you're just like, I can't wait to do it?
Oh, of course, the Wonder Twins.
Yeah, that's right.
No, really, I'm not kidding. I'm not.
I know.
No,
You've always liked the Wonder Twins. You have
Wonder Twins for me, and then we've talked about how could you do like a deluxe bust where maybe Zan, Jaina, and Gleek are all on the same base, kind of like it's some weird something. But it's kind of, I'm glad you asked that because it's something like in my brain, like I can see like a Lois Lane bust, right? Like no one's ever done like maybe one or two people have done like a Lois Lane statue, but like a really gorgeous bust, to complement that Superman. When we get into the Batman world, you hit Commissioner Gordon, who hasn't been done, Alfred, who's been done maybe once. The sky, like I said earlier, I mean, the sky is the limit. If we can just keep momentum going, that subline I said to the Teen Titans, we've also got like Green Lantern Corps. That's a complete subline of its own, right? And that's what I was talking about earlier. I don't know the name of the guy. Is it Kilowog? Like he'd be like as big as Doomsday. He's going to be huge. That big gigantic guy. I think we might have a couple pieces of art of a Sinestro bust, of a Star Sapphire bust, maybe.
Ooh, that'd be good. Do that one.
Yeah, Bane bust. There's like, it's just, for me, like, again, going back to like the Riddler is like, we got to get around to the Penguin. The Penguin is someone that, I don't honestly know how well it would do as a 6-scale statue, but I know we can deliver a really amazing Penguin bust.
Yeah, bust will be incredible. I would absolutely love that. Like KVC says, Scarecrow, Two-Face, and Penguin. Yeah, those are all really great ones. Two-Face in the works, I'm assuming?
It is. I want to get those statues delivered, and then let's figure out like what we can do with him. We've got a couple ideas, and there's a couple workarounds we're working on to make it a little bit different. So, but like I said, Raja Ghul, Tayla, Court of the Owls. My brain is exploding with these characters, and I told Chris I've got to stay away from the world of Batman because that's what I grew up in. We've got to start to deliver other DC characters. Mary Marvel. I've got a Shazam. I've got a Black Adam that's different than our statue. This, I'll tell you honestly, this started as a personal project where I was like, I don't have room for all my stuff, so why don't I get some of my guys on their downtime to start to manipulate some of these things? And then I was like, holy crap, this is kind of awesome. So,
and we were talking about just the artists that Chad's working with before the show, and there's so many talented people working with Tweeterhead right now to bring you the best of the best, and it's going to be very exciting over the next couple of years to see what they all bring us for sure.
And I think too, again, I'm like, tooting my own horn here, but I think like, when you say to a sculptor, hey, we just want you to like sculpt from the waist up. We're not worried about some ginormous base and all this other stuff and all this minutia. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because it is what it is. But it's like, as a producer, like there is nothing more stressful than trying to figure out like what in the world your Batman statue is going to stand on, right? And it's always, there's three choices: Gargoyle, Batcave, Gargoyle 2.0. And,
right.
And so this is so wonderful because it's like we can just concentrate on the cool part, their beautiful face, or, whatever pose she's in, and, my Catwoman, I've got a couple comments about Catwoman being a little bit too 1940s inspired, but hey, she was created in 1939. And we want to pay homage to that, the hairstyle. And I've got some original Bob Kane artwork that we'll pull out when we start to talk about her, just to show you exactly why her mask is like it is, why her hairstyle is the way it is. It's pretty insane when you start to look at the old art.
It's awfully fun. Well, should we do a giveaway? Should we do the Doomsday giveaway? What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So guys, this is obviously, it's going to take a while for it to be produced and made. This is just a prototype. So when it is ready to ship, Chad will be shipping it to you. This particular giveaway is for the United States only. So if you are not in the United States, I would ask that you don't enter this one. The other contests you can enter. But basically the hashtag is going to be, enter in the chat, hashtag Tweeterhead. Hashtag Tweeterhead. And if you do that, we'll start collecting responses here, and we will do the giveaway again whenever it's time to ship. Chad will ship it to you. So again, I can't thank you enough, Chad, for being willing to do that.
Oh my gosh, no worries at all, you guys.
All lowercase, guys. I forgot to mention that. All lowercase. You only need to enter once. It doesn't matter if you enter a bunch more times. Just please enter once.
We've got one entry so far.
Copy and paste.
We got 91 entries right now.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
91
sent you
entries.
this or not, but that's the color.
Oh, hold on. Let's see it.
Ooh,
I totally spelled it wrong.
Oh, it looks great.
it looks great. Yeah,
That looks
I like
phenomenal.
It. I really
Oh,
like
he's
it.
going to be
That looks
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
We
I'll
did
take-
have a discussion about the purple shirt, black tie, white shirt, purple
Keep
tie.
it the way you got it.
Yeah, I was going to say I showed my wife, and she instantly said black. She's like,
Oh, yeah?
didn't even question the other color. She's like black.
And again, these are just like little things I'll just show you guys. This is not in stone at all, but that's the Black Adam.
Ooh,
Just arms crossed.
It's a cool pose. I like the sash coming off the side.
Yeah, he looks great.
That's awesome.
Just like no nonsense, you know.
Absolutely. Well, thank you
I
for
wish I
showing
could
Riddler
show
in
you the
color.
Starfire, but I can't. But yeah, there's so much. Like if this takes off, like everybody's favorite characters, we are going to get to, one of these days. Oh, Chris, did you find that painted picture of Catwoman?
Yes. Let me show. Here she is right here.
ooh.
Oh, I love it.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
So
And
how
so her
great does that
ring-
look with the purple and green?
Yeah, her ring, her belt buckle, and the little cape clasps, those are all Swarovski crystals, emerald.
Wow.
And then in her hand, she's holding like a big, gigantic crystal.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's beautiful.
I love the purple. It's deep. It just pops so well.
Yeah, I was pushing for black, like, because, when they first had Batman in the comics, Catwoman, like all of those blues and purples, those were all accent colors. Like Batman was always supposed to be in black and gray, like from day one, right? But it was the accent, how they had to show it with the blue highlights, that it was like, oh, maybe his cape's blue. And so with Catwoman, like I really wanted her all in black. But, a couple people I showed, including Chris, is like, no, it's got to be the purple. The purple's it. But really dark purple.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has a great pop.
It's awesome. The color, the purple is awesome.
She's
I
beautiful.
think someone asked that in the comments. Would there be like variants for say Batman, like a black and gray or a blue and gray?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can see it.
They smell good. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of I like it. It seems sometimes like a cash grab, right? Just to like do a different paint job. And we've got a couple little variants coming up in the future that aren't that, but I mean, Batman is really oddly specific. He's either black and gray or blue and gray, and we actually do have a chest sculpt with the oval, like retro emblem.
That'd be cool.
So down the road, who knows?
Be really awesome.
Chad,
Martian Manhunter too. I think we've got a Martian Manhunter almost done.
nice.
We've
Chad,
got a-
how is your dealing with the Swarovskis? Because speaking from experience, we did a limited edition for our Faces of Gotham line, and what we did was it was an homage to Warhol in his Diamond Dust series.
Oh yeah.
And grinding those up and trying to lay it on canvas it was a pain in the you know what.
Yeah. Have you talked to Olivia about that? Because she does all those diamond dust prints too.
Yeah. We know of her. The artist that we use, he's pretty well known, and we only did the 2 so far. We did Batman and Joker. The next 2 I think are Harley and Ivy, but we don't have an expecting date yet for that. It's kind of on the back burner because we have a couple other things going on, and everybody, including Chris and the rest of the rogues, we're trying to nail down our next Bermejo piece. So that'll be the next.
Yeah. No, honestly, like this one with Catwoman specifically, like, I just bought like all of the crystals from them. Like we're not crushing anything up. They're all, caliber to a specific size that fits. For my first Elvira, the first Tweeterhead real, like I will say like real piece we did, it was the first licensed piece we did. Her little dagger and her ring were Swarovski crystals. And they let me put the Swarovski Elements logo on our box, in our literature, all over the place.
Oh, that's cool.
But post-COVID, things have changed a lot.
Yeah.
So right now, but there's no issue saying that, I bought, 25 gross of this green emerald that we're going to, put into her belt, but we just can't advertise it, as Swarovski Elements. But yeah, it's like when you're trying to find gems for stuff, like our Elvira that we're doing now, like that dagger is all Swarovski Elements. So you can't beat them for the clarity,
Yeah.
We have 187 entries. So let's do the prize drawing real quick here.
Can somebody put my name in?
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
No, Chris Michaels won it. He's just going to keep it.
That's right. Darn right. Darn right. All right. Can you guys see the screen okay, the Tweeterhead?
Yep. Got it.
Okay. So I'm going to do 2 drawings. I'm going to draw one. That's going to be our winner. But if they live overseas or something, again, this is just for the U.S. only. I am going to do a backup drawing just in case. Okay. So our first drawing is going to be. I really should have entered.
See a lot of well-known names there.
The infamous El Guapo. All right. I'm going to write that down. So please email me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com with your real name and your address. Okay. The infamous El Guapo, if you would please confirm with us, I am going to do a second just as a backup. So here's the second.
Is he in the U.S.?
We're going to find out.
Or is he on the run?
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Montoya. That's a regular of the show.
Tony Montoya.
That's right.
It's criminals night.
It must be. No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding. I'm going to go.
Watching Narcos.
Let's see if
if they're in the U.S. or if they can get it shipped to someone in the U.S. that'll ship to them, I'll do both of them.
Okay. So say that one more time.
I said if they are outside of the U.S. and they can have somebody ship it to them, like if I'd be happy to ship it to you if you want to ship it to them, but I'll cover both of those guys.
You're gonna give 2 away?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, that is incredible. That's oh my gosh, that's insane. Well, thank you very much. That's crazy.
Wow.
Okay, so again, you two gentlemen.
Can you imagine being the runner-up? How bad that would be! Like that poor guy.
Oh my gosh,
that poor guy.
Well, sometimes we do that because sometimes, like the first person says, "I don't really want it," or I don't want to, pay for the shipping, or sometimes. So then it goes to the second person. So I always do a second drawing. But that was so nice of you. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
So both of you guys, please give me your email or send me an email, thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com, and please give me your mailing addresses so I can pass that on to Chad. Again, this won't ship for quite a long time now. It's going to go into
6
production.
to 8 months. And
Yeah.
please provide your social security number also.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and again, guys, we still have we have 3 more giveaways to do on the show tonight. Chad, is there anything? I've kept you over an hour. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
I'm good. I got to take out my friend's winery that I am sitting in the back of working. They are closed at 6 o'clock, so they're kicking me out. But this was great. Thank you guys so much for, being the excitement. I got to say, it's so much nicer seeing it in the background of Chris than me, trying to hold it here and just falling over and everything. It seems so much more professional, like Tweeterhead 4.0. Seriously.
I tell you, I wish people could. I mean, and people will eventually get to see this in hand. It's just so cool in person, and it's just I can't even begin to tell you how big these things are and how much of a statement they make at an incredible price point. And so again, I tip my hat to you for being able to bring this to the community, because this is very exciting to me.
Awesome. And so, let's get ready. So next month at the end of May, actually the end of May is Batman. And then we roll right into Mr. Freeze that, again, you think Doomsday is cool. This guy is going to blow your mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, he goes up for pre-order tomorrow at tweeterhead.com, right?
9 o'clock in the morning, tweeterhead.com. It's there. Pre-order it, $350. That's it.
And again, if you order in full, you get $25 off.
Yeah, $375 for a 25. What is it? 20 by 25 inch.
Yeah, I measured. He is 20 inches tall, 25 wide, 14 deep.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just absolutely incredible. But again, thank you so much for taking time to join us. And thank you for sending me these so I could share it with all the community.
You're welcome. I will have my security come and collect those.
I was going to say, I have to box them up tonight, guys, and get them out the door so he can get them back. But thank you again for trusting me with them. Yep. Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
How fun.
Wow. How fun, right?
Wow.
That Catwoman and the Riddler and the Clayface are day one pre. Mean, it's just.
I'll take 2 of you.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That Riddler is just amazing. I mean, it's what we've all wanted for so many years.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. It needs to be 1/6, a bust, and 1/3.
But I mean, look how good they look together.
Yep.
It does.
And then you pair up all the other villains.
I love the pose of Clayface.
Yeah, I think the pose is perfect.
It's awesome. These are really well done.
I love that Clayface too.
Yeah, it's this lineup is just going to be.
And
It's
Chris,
funny he said that, because it does remind me of that Finch art you just got.
It really, it's very similar.
And I agree with Chad, Chris. Seeing them behind you really makes a difference. A big difference. The Superman and Doomsday together look amazing.
Yeah, he looks good behind them, and then just Batman and Superman together look good.
Again, look at my hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I think Eric had a good idea, since they're bust, right? Let's just say you got a 1/3 Prime 1 studio or something, prop it up like the Clayface behind.
Yeah.
Something, and it just looks, it's like Chad said, it's who cares about the legs? You want the top part.
That's what I kept telling him, because I asked him before the show, before we went live, before you guys even joined us. Because I know some people have been in the community saying, why don't they just do the whole statue? Well, first of all, they don't have the ability to do that at this time. They have the ability to make busts, just like Chad said. But when you compare this at $375 to what would equal if you added the legs and the base to pay $200 shipped, $2,000 shipped.
Yeah.
From another company, there's so much value here.
Chris, with everything we've been talking about over the past, feels like forever, but 2 years, with shipping and prices and space and all of the challenges that we who really enjoy this hobby, have to grapple with, how can I make this work? Space, money, etc. Talk about a great solution. These are outstanding.
It's perfect timing. You made a great point too. Iron Studios 1/10 scales. Yeah, almost more money, if not the same price as these 1/3 busts.
And I don't mean to say anything bad about Iron Studios. I'm just saying, for what you get for your dollar.
I'll say it.
I just don't. It's incredible to me of what Chad is able to do. Some people are asking me about my Finch art. So I'm getting it tomorrow, but in case you haven't seen it, this is what he did for me this weekend.
Sick.
That's cool.
It looks good.
You can't see it because of the banner, but like his fingers are kind of coming forward off the bottom of it. And he also did a penguin. So this one makes my 8th original by him for my collection. I know, Eric, you got 2 really amazing pieces. Like, I just love his art. And I think Dan mentioned it in our private chat, something about like, it's really becoming this dream, project with it all coming together with all these villains. So it's
Chris,
just,
I mean, seriously, like I said in our private chat, it would make a great art book. Like, it really would. The consistent sizing, they're all black and white. They're all, filling out the page kind of the same way. I mean, it's
Do you think that's something I could do? Because I own it. Like, is that something that? No, I couldn't do it.
So okay, can Finch do it?
Finch can do it.
What I could do, Chris, what I could do is I could take one of yours and I could publish it.
Just as like a canvas?
Finch might have a problem.
Canvas.
You think there'll be any Finch blowback?
Yeah, a little bit.
No Finch blowback?
No.
I'll get him to sign it.
First of all, they can't be. It's an original. That's
right.
Number 1. But number 2, you got to remember, we're the publisher of DC. So regardless, if we did want to publish it, we have to go to DC and say, we want to publish this. It is an original piece of art. They'll automatically accept it because it's an original.
Huh.
That's pretty exciting. That's cool.
How to win friends?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I've been telling Ari for years that we need. Well, since we got the DC license, I told him I had him try to go talk to Finch, him or Jeff, and they never got around to their booth to go talk to him. And I'm like, yeah, I just want a picture of that freaking wall so I could show them. And maybe it's time. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speaking as something that I would like. Maybe a black and white canvas wouldn't be a bad thing.
Or some
and
print.
then if we can have them in our booth and sign it.
I think Chris might get blacklisted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's the end of my Finch commissions. Like, I'm cutting you off. Maybe I'll wait like 2 or 3 years and then. But anyway, let's welcome Charles Roza. How's it going, Charles?
It's going great. Before we move on, I have to. I've already finished one, but here's to a 100K, and here's to many more. Salud, my brothers. Congrats to all of you.
Cheers. Thank you very much. And again, just thanks to these gentlemen. They've been a major part of this channel for so long. And again, it's so much fun to be part of this group and part of this community. And we're really glad to have you here, Charles. We've been talking about art. And tell everybody what's going on with you. Like, what's what brings you to the Rogues Gallery Live?
Well, first and foremost, I wanted a front row seat to the extravaganza. I consider all of you at the BSC my brothers, and you guys have done more for me than I could thank you for. So for that, I thank the BSC and every single one of you. You've been a supporter of mine. You've been a supporter of my business and my company for years now. And fellow collectors, some of you have some in your collections. Obviously, Dan, you're right behind. Yeah, that one is never going anywhere.
Nope.
But no, that's the number one thing that I wanted to convey. And obviously, when I heard about the 100K, I needed to do something to our fellow collectors. I wanted to give something away, something small. I know you don't consider it small, but I consider it small. Just to give a thank you to everybody that supported the channel, supported every single one of you, has supported me. Ooh. There it is. Just something that I wanted to give to you guys. Gotham's Crusaders, signed and numbered by our infamous Jim Lee. It's already stretched. Whoever wins it, my suggestion would be to float frame it. This way you could get the full canvas aspect of it, and it's a little less expensive. But I wanted you guys to have something as a thank you to me, as a thank you from Choice Fine Art for your support. And hey, something to add to the wall.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Love it. Great.
Do you want to give it away now? Do you want to start collecting comments
Sure.
here?
Whoever is interested, it's going to be the same exact thing. Get your name and address to Chris. My shipping is free. I will ship it free of charge. And I'm happy to do so. And as always, if anybody needs anything art-wise, and even to just pick my brain, and you want ideas, or you need anything, or want anything, or anything, I'm here for everybody. And other things that we have coming up, Chris, you and I had spoken about it. Unfortunately, not everybody will be able to make it. But what is near and dear to the BSC now is everybody getting original art. We have a special collectors event. Now, Eric has gone to many of the ones that are local in New Jersey. But we have our California show that's coming up. And one thing that we are having on our opening night, which is Thursday night, that will be near and dear to the channel, is we are having Kevin Altieri as our guest speaker. Now, anybody that doesn't know who he was one of the most poignant directors, creators, inkers, drawers, and artists for Batman the Animated Series. Oh. And not only will he be there signing cells, but he'll be doing commissions as well. Now, obviously, what we do at Choice is we don't try to kill you guys. We don't try to, rape and pillage. We're keeping our costs low. So if anybody is looking for a commission from Kevin Altieri, I can take pre-orders, and what he'll do is he'll either draw them at our show or something he can do afterwards. And it's very, very simple. Just for a simple signature, if somebody had something and they brought it in, $75. That's it. Nice. Okay. Single characters will be $250. Double character will be $300, and anything 3 or more characters will be $350. Those are our prices for commission.
Great prices.
Wow. We're trying our best to keep them as low as possible. And as you guys all know, Ari does his best, as do I, that we want you to enjoy your art. Okay. And we want you to display it. So if we're able to do a single custom at $250, that's nothing. And it's an original drawing. And you can have whatever you want, because basically Kevin's created everything in the Batman animated series. So anybody that is looking for a commission or whatnot, feel free to hit me up directly on a PM through Facebook. Or if I, for some reason, don't get in touch with you, hit up any of the Rogues Gallery. Hit up Chris, hit up Eric, hit up Dan, hit up anybody, and they'll get in touch with me, and I'll be more than happy to take the order, and I'll get it done for you. His commissions are usually pretty quick. I think he bangs them out in like 3-4 days. So yeah. I could possibly have a commission for you within about a week or so. But that's one thing that is near and dear to the channel. Obviously, the collectors show has other things as well, but that's poignant to this show, and something that I wanted to bring to you guys, that if you're looking to get a cheaper original piece of art, just hit me up, and I'm here for you guys always.
That's awesome.
Charles, great prices, number one, but what cons do you have coming up that you're definitely going to?
Cons wise, I couldn't go because my son was off for spring break, but we just got done with C2E2 in Chicago. Yep. We have our collectors event. Then we have Boston Fan Fest, and then we're obviously San Diego Comic-Con in July, and then New York Comic-Con in October. We're trying to figure out, we may add one more into that, but we're not sure as far as our calendar yet. But anything that comes up, I will most definitely reach out to you guys, because you guys are awesome, and you always put the word out there that somebody is there, and anybody that comes in the booth and mentions the BSC, you always get the discount from me. So feel free
Absolutely.
to hit me up or let the guys know that you're going to be at the show, and we'll take care of you.
Well, and again,
Awesome.
we've all at some point bought something from Charles, and just incredible selection of art that Choice Fine Art always has. Again, their crew will hook you up. Incredible service, customer service, and it's just a great group of guys in general. And it's always been a privilege to be able to come and tour the booth, and it's just always nice to see our friends at that booth as well. And so I can't thank Charles enough for coming on and telling us about that, but then also this awesome giveaway. Again, I just want to give everybody a chance real quick again, hashtag choice. If you're interested in this one, again, Charles will ship it to you. And did you say same thing, USA only on this one, Charles?
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm doing the shipping for free, so I'd like to keep it in the US, but just like Chad said, if you have a friend or somebody in the States that you want me to ship it to them, I'm going to ship it right from our office in New Jersey. So if you want me to ship it to them and they'll ship it to you, I'm more than happy to do that. Whatever works for the collector, I'm here for you guys. I saw somebody just asked this on the Raccoon Eyes. Commissions for Kevin, I think he'll do anything because he basically did everything for the Batman animated series. And I mean, even if he didn't, if it's another character, I don't see it as any problem. Kevin's pretty cool like that. I mean, he's like us. If you've never met Kevin Altieri, he is one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet. But if you have a need or a want, I can always position it to him, ask him if he's interested in doing it. And obviously being the BSC, I will say, I need a favor.
Well, we appreciate that very, very much. So we've got 181 entries, and
very good.
Let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
All right. You guys can see hashtag choice.
Yep.
Hashtag choice.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw twice, just in case.
Is Charles going to do like Chad and give away 2?
No, just the one. Just the one.
I'll see if I can find another one, Eric.
Da Bears. That certainly sounds like they might be in the U.S.
in
But we never know.
Chicago area.
That's right. So I'm going to do a second drawing just as a backup, just in case the first one does not want it, or if they're outside the United States.
We didn't get an Escobar this time. Come on.
See if we can get another villain name here. Jacob Bills. Da Bills.
Bears and the Bills.
Yep.
Bears and the Bills.
That's funny. Okay. So congratulations to our winner there. And again, if you would, if you're still in the chat, please confirm the Bears if you're here still. Let me know if you are in the United States. And again, hit me up at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. I will relay your address over to Charles so he can get it shipped on to you, which is awesome. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations to our winners so far tonight. We still have, 3 more to give away, which is exciting. We've got the giveaway from Dan and the giveaway from Matt. I don't know, Charles, I don't know if you want to stay the whole time or if you want to hang out, if you want to, whatever you need to do, because we have pictures to look at too after this.
Unfortunately, I got to go help my son with his spelling test that he has tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
But guys, I thank you again. And Chris, and to all of you, I wish you another 100,000. I wish you the best. And whatever I can do or whatever Choice Fine Art can do for you guys, I'm always here for you guys. I love every single one of you. And you're all near and dear to my heart. And I love everything that we do for each other in this hobby. Let's just keep it rolling, guys. We're having a blast. And I hope everybody does well. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Charles. Thanks for coming on. Thank you very much.
Good night, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Charles is great.
He is great. And he's always just so positive about the community, which I love. I love that.
It's funny he had a cowboy shirt on, and then somebody with the Bears wins.
The Bears and the Bills. The Bills.
And the Bills runner-up.
That's right. Jimmy G, 499 Super Chat. I personally recommend Charles from Choice Fine Arts. He has always taken care of me. Stay godlike, Charles. So it's awesome. Jimmy G from Godlike Statues. And again, thank you guys for all the Super Chats you've done tonight. And congratulations again to our winners. Thank you again to Chad. Do we want to do one more giveaway before we look at pictures, and we'll do the final two at the end?
Let's do mine, Chris. We'll do this one.
Okay. So I'm gonna reset this giveaway tool. Matt, what do you want the hashtag to be?
Let's do hashtag Tony Daniels.
The
Let's give him
Bears.
some press.
Tony Daniels.
Yes.
Want to make sure I have it spelled right.
Oh, wait, where'd he go? Oh, there's.
Okay. Hashtag Tony Daniels right here up on the screen, guys. This is an original piece of art. Let me put this larger up on the screen.
There you go.
There's no S.
Oh, well, there has to be on the giveaway. So type in Tony Daniels.
It kind of looks like a Finch homage. Not for nothing, I would have probably purchased this off you if you weren't giving it away.
How much you offering there?
It's a nice piece.
How much you offering?
That's right.
2,000 takes it right now.
No, it's like, and we're not going to give it away.
Another piece. Hold on.
Are we still doing Tony Daniels with the S?
Yeah, with the S. Tony Daniels with the S. Couldn't you have done hashtag Batman or something easier?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to give Tony some props.
Yep.
So.
Tony's fantastic.
Daniel. They spelled Daniel. All right, Daniel.
And you could see, the Joker.
Yeah, the Joker's so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm answering.
Very nice. Is that 9 by 12 maybe?
9 by 12. Yes, it is.
Yep, I'm getting good at my paper sizes
Yeah.
as I've started collecting these things. So right now we are at 147 entries. Again, hashtag Tony Daniels. 149 entries now.
Cool
so
deal.
again, all I'll need again. This is USA winners if possible.
Yep.
I don't know if you'd be willing, if it isn't international, if they would be willing to pay shipping. I don't know what you'd be willing to do on that matter. If you'd rather just keep it US.
I would just keep it simple. I'm going to pay for shipping. Let's just keep it US.
Okay. That sounds good. Same as the other things, guys, with these giveaways. Hit me up at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com with your address, and that way we can get it out to you. I will hand it to him, okay? So let me get this banner off of here. There's a lot of entries. Hold on, let me get way down here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's do a drawing.
All right, let's do it. Did we freeze?
Oh, did he?
He looks frozen.
Yep. He's
I guess I won.
I guess I won.
Congratulations.
Eric won.
I'm just staring at the Superman bust.
Yeah.
Right.
That's 2 freezes and 1 show.
I can't wait to get that bust. That's going to be so cool.
Doomsday's fist looks about as wide as Superman's waist.
Yeah.
That was a long one.
Yeah.
All right. Can you guys see the screen? Hashtag Tony Daniels.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Let's draw.
All right, let's see.
Bad Beast.
Oh,
JWR.
Oh, JWR.
He's
That's
actually,
awesome. Well, I know
purchased
he is
from
definitely in the
before.
United States.
Nice.
Part of Wrestling Rogues. So that's awesome. Congratulations to JWR. And I know he is in the United States, so I'm not going to do a second drawing for that one. So that's awesome. Congratulations to JWR. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's actually bought from me before, so that's good.
That's great. So do you already have his address then, do you think?
I
or do you...
should. I'll let you know if I don't. But yeah,
Okay.
JWR, just hit me up again just to be on the safe side. But yeah.
All right, guys. We have 2 more drawings to do. We've got the Dan art prints that he's given away, and we also have the statue from our friends over at Spec Fiction. Let me show you what. What?
That's a biggie.
That's a biggie. I want to show you. I'm going to show you which one he's given away. Here it is, guys. This is the one that he has given away.
Give it
Prime
away
Studio.
now.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
So he has given away the Injustice 2 1/4 scale Wonder Woman. Absolutely beautiful statue. And This is the one that he's given away. So again, he has asked, he will pay for shipping in the United States. But if it's outside the United States, you would have to arrange for shipping through him. But I will basically just give him your contact information and he will get with you on that one. So we'll give that away at the end of the show after pictures. You guys ready to look at pictures?
Cool. Do it.
I'm going to
Okay.
win that Wonder Woman.
All right.
Hey, popcorn.
Oh, mine.
Absolutely beautiful piece. All right. Let's get into Rogues.
Every time you say give it away now, I think we need like some Red Hot Chili Pepper music.
That's right. All right. Can you see Mace Windu?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was revealed today. It was teased long ago in sketch form, but this is the premium format that Sideshow is teased today. Obviously, hyping up for May the 4th be with you, which is, I believe, going to take place on Saturday. Yeah, that's right, because my son's birthday is Sunday for Cinco de Mayo. But what do you guys think of this one? Looks pretty good to me.
I'll be at Fan Expo Philly for that day.
I
Yeah, it
like
looks good.
Think the likeness is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there.
It's
Yeah.
not perfect.
No, it's not perfect, but it looks good though.
He looks a little heavier, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
In the
Maybe
face, yeah.
Could be the
Maybe
angle.
a little chubby on the face, maybe.
If you squint, it really looks like him.
Yeah, that's right. The old squint test. That's right.
I'd have to watch the movie again. I think very often we get caught up on what the actor looks like today rather than what he looked like when he played a particular character.
That's a good point.
He was quite a bit younger when he was in this movie.
That's a very good point. So anyway, that'll be. I'm sure we'll see more as this week rolls out. And I'm assuming the lightsaber will light up, but I'm not sure yet.
I am sure they confirmed it today.
They did. They did confirm it will light up. Thank you. Thank you,
Charles
Jeff.
Barkley.
This was a teaser from Blitzway this week. Rooted hair version of Scarface.
Oh.
Tony Montoya. Nice.
It's really
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, hello. It looks awesome.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Yeah.
the sculpted hair one looks really good too.
That's awesome. Has this gone up for pre-order yet at all, like the original one, or is it neither one have gone up for pre-order yet?
Well, based on that, it looks like tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if like the
No.
sculpted had gone up yet.
No.
Okay. Yeah, that looks great. Blitzway's been on a roll.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to price it like Rocky. Rocky was only what, $650?
That's not bad.
So if they do that with Scarface, boy, they're doing great stuff.
Yeah, they'll sell a ton of him.
Oh, yeah.
He's got such a wide following, just like the music industry and movies, and like
Yeah.
he's a very popular character. I don't know if you guys saw this today. This went up at Sideshow.
Yeah.
This is $3,000.
Yeah, I'm going to get two. I'm going to use them as bookends.
Well, this is Yadro. This is what they do.
I'm waiting for the blue variant to come out.
What am I missing here? Is it made of gold? Is that right? Is it like the gold belt is real gold or something?
Well,
It's not
I mean, I
even
don't know.
that
If you go into 20 years, I'm not sure about today, but 20 years ago, if you went into a really nice department store, you would find a selection of Yadro. And usually they end up in your grandma's curio cabinet, but they've always been really, really expensive. They're super high-end stuff. We look at this and it doesn't compare to the stuff we're getting from statue companies, so we laugh at it. But Yadro's always been high priced.
Yeah, it makes me really sad just looking at this thing.
Who's
It
going
did say it was made from it's made from porcelain.
This is like something you buy at Hobby Lobby and paint with like a paint to go set or something, Ooh, $3,000.
And they're making 500 of them.
Good
It's a
luck.
lot of money.
That blew my mind. I just don't understand this at all. But
That's
Okay.
Yadro.
It's too
something
rich
I
for my
do
kind.
understand. Absolutely gorgeous piece from Sideshow. This line has been something pretty special. What do you guys think?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
It's fun.
they're doing great with these dials.
Yeah, well, and you got to thank Maria Pamfilova. She's the one doing these, and she's doing a fantastic job.
I've become a really big fan of her. She just does, and she has such a wide variety of skills.
It's true.
Really beautiful characters, but she could do monsters too, and it's just very impressive.
Yeah, some of her stuff looks like Amilcar Fong did it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then she does this, and she's like, wow, what a range.
I'm really it's new, it's refreshing. Like we keep
Yep.
saying the same old characters, but it's same old characters, but it's different and it's new. So.
Well, I think this line has been really great. Obviously, this one's got a lot of flow to it. You got the cards going through the base, but there's so many X-Men fans, and I think especially with this X-Men '97 coming out, I just think it's really great timing by Sideshow.
Yep.
But it's just a fun piece. I've really liked all of them so far.
Yep.
Me too.
Yep.
Dan, you didn't get to join us, unfortunately, for our reaction show. So I'm anxious to hear your thoughts on some of these pieces from when we did the next level. What do you think about this one? The idea of a quarter scale Alex Ross line.
Well, I love the idea of a quarter scale Alex Ross line,
but
I don't believe. I think they. It's funny. Sometimes 3D doesn't translate well, right? From 2D. We've seen it happen before. And I think this is a sculptor taking the 2D a little bit too literal in 3D form. The neck should not be swallowing the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, it looks exaggerated in a way that's not good. That to me, the proportions don't look right. Again, you know how I am. Everybody in the chat probably who's watched the show for some time know I'm a stickler for anatomy, and I understand here. Superheroes have exaggerated features and whatnot, but Superman typically doesn't. And I don't think this looks good at all.
Me either.
And maybe they'll tweak it some. I'm not sure. Obviously, this is just the first image that that Blitzway's doing these. So I think that's maybe, they wanted to try to make it as realistic as possible. But sometimes things do get lost in translation.
I think you can make it look, you don't need to, that just looks off. The neck just doesn't look right. And I know, we've all seen the Alex Ross Superman, and I understand how they could have got to this point, but I think it needs to be adjusted for the three-dimensional world.
Yeah.
Right. And they didn't do that here. Even the shoulders, the body, he doesn't, Alex Ross's Superman is a bulkier kind of more mid 20th century kind of Superman. I get that. But even that, I'm not sure is represented well here.
LBS did better with the pose. He's a little more
Exactly.
about like a little back.
Exactly, Eric. I completely agree.
I like that they took a risk and went for a more realistic style, but I like Dan said, I don't think it translates well to. I think they just made it look too human-like, too realistic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think the Batman might work better because he has the cowl, and then the Wonder Woman, can't really tell yet.
Yeah, these are the pictures of the Wonder Woman and Batman that they didn't show, but there was like little teasers. But here we get to see kind of an idea of the pose. Obviously, that classic folded arms Batman, very famous, and then of course Wonder Woman as well. So I'm still anxious to see these, finalized. Obviously, they might still tweak it a little bit. These are still pending approval, so we'll see what happens with them. But those were shown.
Alex Ross is really particular about how he markets himself and his work. I would be shocked.
Did they use his name on this?
If he approved that.
Yeah. Is his name on it? Did they say?
I think so. Yeah.
It doesn't say it on this.
Yeah, I'd be surprised too if he.
But I think they did mention him.
Well, they're calling it the Justice line, and he did Justice. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll see.
Be the first time they used somebody's artwork and didn't credit.
That's true. That's a good point.
Oh, Capullo. Sorry, have a little sniffles there. Batman Batcave. Obviously, this was a big deal for them to finally say that this is coming summer of 2024. And then we have actually had some in-shot photos of him as well. What is your impression of this? Do you think this will still sell extremely well, guys?
Yes,
I think it will.
I think it will. Yeah, I think it'll sell well.
I think they're going to price it reasonably and jack up ES like crazy.
Yep, I agree.
They need to.
I agree. I think these are going to be high ES.
Yeah. I think they're going to be
and they should be
bad boys for like 5 years to come.
They you know what they can't. Some people are thinking it's going to be over $1,000.
Yeah,
I don't think it will for economic reasons, but also because they literally introduced this segment during the show as offering these at a more affordable scale. If you're going to use those words, you can't then price it higher than the original 1/3.
This is insane to see these side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny seeing them side by side, but at the same time, I've seen the third scale in person so many times where I was like, the base is just too wide. I mean, I get why they did it. You know, it has to balance it out so he doesn't tip over, but it's crazy just seeing them together.
It is. Yeah, some people have kind of caught this. I don't know. I'm going to zoom in on this. Do you guys see these cats back here?
Yeah. I feel like they kind of probably went a little bit bigger on the 1/4 base. It's still been okay.
You're thinking it's the Catwoman?
I do. I think it might have something to do with the Hush Catwoman back here, possibly.
Yeah, I saw that in one of the groups.
Look at that! I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
it's got the two cats and then some sort of gargoyle thing here. It's back there on the table, but it doesn't look very big.
I was just going to ask, do you think it's quarter or third?
I don't know.
But it is a cat. I think I asked you guys. I was like, does it go to like the Blitzway Catwoman or anything? Or
I don't know. It almost looks like it could be like a proximity piece of some sort.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what that's going to be, but a lot of people were disappointed we didn't get to see that Hush Catwoman.
That's not the cat that comes with the fight for Catwoman, is it?
No.
Nope. I was like, yeah. I'm like, I don't. It's definitely. It looks like a cat that goes to Catwoman.
Because there's a cat up here on the ledge, and then there's a cat down below also.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
That one. Oh, that's different.
So then there's like this vinery. So it's almost kind of like it's connected somehow to the poison ivy.
Yep.
Which would be smart because they did that with the poison ivy with the Catwoman proximity.
That's a good point. Yeah, I see that now. Now that you said that, I see like the branch coming through, like a vine or something.
So I think there's a good chance that this could be like an EX proximity piece.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
So I just wanted to point that out to everybody.
If you look at, there's a hole right there, so it looks like something pegs in right there.
Yeah, right there, right by the cat.
Probably another branch or something. It looks kind of like when I had to repair the exclusive on my Ivy Hush. It looks very similar to the way they did that with the circular design and the way it pegged in.
So anyway, I thought that was kind of a cool observation.
So looking at that picture the one before, I mean, it looks so much smaller. But if you convert something from 1/3 to 1/4, shouldn't it be 75% of the size?
It should be.
So I think the original was like 42 inches tall.
Was he oversized though?
To me, he does feel oversized. Like he is massive. But I actually really like the way they did the cape on the quarter scale. I think it's a better cape.
Yeah, I agree.
With a much better flow to him.
I just wonder if it's still going to be like 31 inches tall.
It doesn't look it.
It doesn't, does it? But it should be.
Yeah.
I don't know why either, but you would think it would be.
It looks like 27 or in that range.
I guess the base is quite a bit shorter as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I like the floating effect on the third scale better, though. I from whatever reason, maybe it's the cape is coming down more. I feel like it was better done on the third scale.
I've noticed that
it looks pretty.
I've noticed that the third scale at a slight angle looks like he's leaning.
That was always an issue. Yeah,
kind of like leaning.
Even there,
he looks
leaning.
Yeah,
well, he's some of them did have that issue. Yeah.
Whereas the quarter looks straight up and down.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, it's newer.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think he'll be a lot lighter too.
Yeah, sure.
Homelander, they previewed during the show as well. These are all going to be quarter scale. Also from Blitzway.
That looks like a very good likeness.
Yeah, it does.
I started watching this the other night, except I accidentally started from season 3, the season finale, instead of season 1.
Oh no!
Don't do that.
Well, I'm I think 6 episodes into Fallout, and absolutely love that show. And so, but the boys will be next on my list.
All right.
They've also teased the Riddler. I was kind of critical of this piece because I wasn't really wowed by what I saw with the, some of these cartoony images. And I said some things about Prime 1, and their creative director messaged me, and he was not real happy with what I was saying. But I'm just like, he knows how big of a fan boy I am for Prime 1. Like, I love Prime 1 stuff. He did want to make it very clear that this one is going to be extremely realistic, like all their other DC pieces. So
well,
this
why
is just
reveal that then?
I know. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, when have they ever done? I mean, it does look like a cartoon, but when have they ever done like a cartoon piece? I don't know why they showed this.
I don't either. I think it's because this is the artist concept, and so that's what they're showing. But he did want to make sure that everybody knew that it is not going to be cartoony like this. It's going to be their realistic style.
If it's a realistic version of this image, it could be very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think it's
Really could.
Yeah.
So especially
again,
like that, like with the swap outs that kind of, that alludes to the movie and the newest movie. And I mean, this has a lot of potential if they're going realistic, but this is just kind of a design, a concept.
Yeah.
It would be really good.
So that's the one thing that made me really happy is the fact that it's not going to look like this.
Yeah.
Because I was really concerned with this.
And I think rightfully so. I think it was a rightful, concern to raise the flag, and he should understand that.
Yeah, I think so too. So anyway, this is coming from Prime One. Again, just some of the detail, the suit.
2026.
Yeah, I was just going to say, don't hold your breath.
It'll be a minute and $2,000.
Yeah.
This one I thought looked great. The Billy Butcher.
By the way, Chris, I'm sorry. Can we just go back to that, just to what you just said as you transitioned?
Yeah,
you're right. It's going to be $2,000 shipped for this piece.
Sure.
It's going to be $350 for that really cool third scale Joker bust we saw from Chad.
Shipped.
Yep. How's that for perspective?
It's actually because if you so it's $300 for that Riddler. If you buy from them and pay in full, it's $275.
Yeah.
So it won't even be $350 shipped for him.
I mean, come
and you're
on.
not going to have to wait, with respect 2-3 years, and what it's going to look like.
That's
so
a no-brainer.
What I have told Chad before is, let's say that you love this piece. You can still get it, but you're going to be able to get Tweeterheads way sooner and be able to have it in your collection. And then if you want to change this one out for that other Tweeterhead piece, you can. But that's what I love about the Tweeterhead pieces is it's going to fill the gaps.
Yep.
Yeah. And even if you don't have third scales, it's going to fill all these other gaps of characters they've never done. But if you don't have a third scale Riddler, this is going to fill that gap, and for way, way, way cheaper.
Even if I get this one, I'm still getting the Tweeterhead. Where does Chad ship from? California?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm day one for that Riddler. I can't wait.
Me too.
Oh yeah, day one.
All of those Batman, even the OG Catwoman looks phenomenal.
Yeah, and I wonder, he had mentioned at one point that maybe they were playing around with maybe doing a combo pack with the modern one and the older one. I don't know if they'll do that or not, but I just love that they're going to do some different versions of her, because obviously some people love the classic and some people. I mean, imagine if Jeff Delaney has this great CGC with her on the cover from the 60s.
Yep, absolutely.
Or 70s, and then you have this sitting next to it. How awesome would that look?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that idea that Charles I think said that.
And by the way, Chris, I mean, he's got, we released that Riddler, release a Hush Catwoman, Chad, if you're watching. Hush Catwoman. I'm going to pair the Superman with my Hush third scale Batman. I'd pair the Riddler with him, and I would pair Catwoman with him.
Sure. It all works.
And it all works.
I mean, the main thing is, Chad, whenever we first started talking about the Riddler, he asked me, what do you want?
Yeah.
And I said, I want Hush Riddler. And that's what he delivered.
I mean, he could beat, if he really, from a competition standpoint, get those Hush dollars before Prime 1.
Yep. 100%. If they're not going to do them, then Tweeterhead will.
Yeah.
And again, an extremely good price.
Yeah.
This one I think looks absolutely incredible. I'm so impressed with the likeness on that one. This one likeness is insane.
Oh, Keanu.
That's so cool.
All right, I got a personal story about Keanu Reeves. Dan's heard it, but and he geeked out. But my son, he's at SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design, and he's studying cinematography. So a lot of the rumor had it that Keanu Reeves was in town filming a movie. So he called me geeking out, and I said, "All right, well, you need to find him, get a pic." Well, a few hours later, he called me. Evidently, one of his professors worked on a movie with Keanu Reeves, and Keanu Reeves came to their class and taught their class.
Wow.
And kind of critique. He said, "Hey, is Miko in class?" So Miko's like, my son. He stood up. He goes, your professor showed me some of your short films. I really like your cinematography, and he got to meet him and hang out with him. So it was pretty cool.
Wow.
awesome.
That's really neat.
Yeah. So I said, you got bragging rights for life on the other kids. Put it that way.
Darn right. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Vengeance22, $1.99 super chat. Said Tweeterhead bus costs cheaper than Prime 1 shipping.
Yeah. There you go.
He's not wrong.
That's
No.
right. Yeah.
I mean, the whole statue is cheaper than their shipping alone.
Chris, did I read right? You actually started watching the John Wicks? Or the first one? maybe?
Yes, I watched the first one. I loved
Isn't
it.
it great?
Oh yeah. Great
I
movies.
loved it. I can't wait to watch. It's just trying to find the time to sit down and watch a whole movie is not always easy for me right now. But it is. I loved John Wick. It was so good. Can't wait to see the next ones.
Yeah, I was late to them too, and I watched the first one, and I never do this. I binge watched the second one right after. I was like, I gotta know what happens in the second one.
So good. I hope maybe my son's birthday is this weekend, but maybe I'll have a chance to maybe watch it Saturday or try to watch something. So we'll see. Speaking of Keanu, we got the second one as well. We got the Neo as well from the Matrix. I don't like this one quite as much as the other one, but I think I just prefer like older Keanu Reeves at this point.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean,
Yeah, it's all right. I think the likeness is still good.
especially with the glasses. Yeah, it definitely looks like him.
Yeah,
I think throw glasses. I think with glasses, it's easier to cover up the eyes and stuff.
Yeah, but even with that, I think it looks good.
Yeah.
Some great detail on that one. This was the Megan 1/3 scale statue. Then they had some in-store photos of her. I thought she looked just incredible.
Still creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a horror collector, this would be awesome in your
Yeah, this is it's so simplistic, but it's just the pose is perfect. I loved it. So
It's a really fun movie if you haven't watched it. It's just
fun. It's
good
really
popcorn movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it real graphic or not too bad?
Nah.
Not
Nah,
too bad. Yeah.
No, my 13-year-old daughter made me watch it. And I was like, I'm not into horror stuff, and she made me watch it.
Yeah. See, we don't ever watch horror stuff with our family, but that one, I thought it looked good. This is that Lobo, like the Lobo Who Laughs or whatever. I can't remember the name of it, but
Everybody laughs.
yeah.
What was it? Frax or something?
Oh yeah, Batman Who Frags.
There you go. I don't know what that means.
Batman Who Frags. All
Yeah,
right.
this is the metal piece. I think it looks cool. I don't know if anybody asked for it, but I like it. Look at all these tentacles down here with the eyes coming up. That's pretty
They
fun.
can't make us a Riddler? Come on.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well,
This was Prime 1, right?
Prime
Yeah.
one.
And they did so well with the last one. Did they already do a Lobo in
Yeah, that one did not do well.
third scale though, right?
Yeah, it was third scale, and so was that one.
That one's third scale too.
Yeah, but it didn't. The first one didn't sell very well. It didn't.
Yeah,
They used a different factory, and it didn't turn out as well.
Yeah, I
Yep.
remember it had bad reviews with the paint or something.
Yeah,
Yep.
bad reviews on the paint. This one got a lot of traction for sure. This is that new Godzilla.
Yeah, this one is awesome. I love the tiny people on the base and the running away from Godzilla. It looks really cool.
Again, the textures are great.
Yeah.
Fun piece, and again, it's got a lot of interest from the community. It's going to be a pricey piece, but still fun. It's obviously got the light up feature as well.
Yep. Yep.
There's all the little people Jeff was talking about.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's fun. Little subway, you got the building cut in half. Like there's a lot of cool detail on it.
Yep.
Look, this thing is nuts. They teased this. So this is going to be quarter scale.
Wow.
I love the idea, but you can see like it's got the people lunging forward like these knights coming off the base or whoever they are. But if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, thing is massive.
Yeah, that's their Aragorn piece on the left.
Yeah, that's full quarter right there.
Yeah.
Didn't we see the color renders to this on the show?
They just did like it was like a sepia tone something.
Thought we saw it.
I have no idea what this is. Sorry, I've got 2 weeks worth of photos here, so I'm not exactly sure what this was. This was another Prime 1 reveal.
Looks like something from Tim Burton.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, there it is.
Tim Burton.
Speaking of Tim Burton, I don't know if I told you guys, but they announced for Dallas Fan Expo, they announced Danny Elfman.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like $120 for his photo pro photo, and so I think I'm probably gonna. I'd really like to meet him.
Problem is when you do those photo ops, it's like literally a 0.75 seconds.
I know. I hate that.
I've never seen what he looked like, but he looks just as wacky as Tim Burton.
Yeah, he's super creepy looking. But it's like I have such a connection to that music, that I mean, not only like Nightmare Before Christmas, but Batman and Beetlejuice. Like, just I love his work.
Boingo Boingo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say that's where you got to start, right?
Ah, totally.
Look at this. This thing is nuts.
Looks like a CT scanner. With that thing that
you need. Yeah, exactly. You need 15 dining room tables at Jeff Moore's house to put this thing together.
Like a CAT scan machine.
That is nuts. Who has room for that? I don't even think I could fit that in this room. I probably could. But isn't that nuts?
Can you imagine the cost of that and then shipping?
The shipping. Better start selling kidneys.
4 boxes at least.
At least.
Oh, yeah.
They did the Batman half scale as well. They teased that. Again, I would have preferred a return suit.
Money
if it was a return suit half scale, I'd consider it.
You would? A half scale?
I don't like half scale, but I really want a return suit. And I don't think Prime 1's going to do one.
It's odd that they went up instead of down to quarter. I guess they couldn't get the license, maybe.
Probably not. They would have sold 1 million at quarter.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I mean, imagine how many they would sell. It's crazy. This one I thought was beautiful. I really liked this one a lot.
Yep.
Just the texturing on her, you can see like her skin, like her skin texture.
Definitely
just a beautiful piece. Look at that. Again, this is not something I'd buy, but I like the artistry of it.
John, you okay?
This was that Street Fighter piece that was on display in their store. I always like these store photos.
Chris, that would look great on the Rogues wall.
On this one right here?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah, it'll fit right in.
I really think you need that one.
I'll put it right next to Drag Queen Batman.
This belongs on TikTok or something.
I about lost it when she said that. Oh, it's Drag Queen Batman. Okay.
Drag Queen Batman.
Ugh. So thanks everybody that watched that reaction. That was pretty funny. That and Marilyn Monroe Batman. So yep. But anyway, I thought these pieces looked nice. This one was really cool too. In store. This was another one they showed at their next level.
What is that?
That's cool.
This is from one of their video game pieces.
Wow. A lot of detail on that. Holy cow.
This is the one that goes.
I think.
That's right, Horizon.
Well, oh, okay.
And then it has this is like a companion piece to it.
Wow.
But a lot of detail. I just thought she was stunning with all the detail.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Kind of Indian influenced.
A little bit.
Native American, yeah. It's really nice. Anyway, I thought that was pretty neat to see him on display like that.
Yeah, look at the base too, is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot going on.
Wow.
Like Indian / futuristic.
Yeah. This is another one that's a really big piece. But I don't is this Berserk?
Yeah, I think so.
Aliens they teased as well during the show. Obviously, all of this stuff does really well for them.
That'll be cool.
Dune also part 2 they teased. Oh, there's another piece of the aliens.
Yeah.
Little alien.
Little alien.
Yeah, little baby alien. This was another one from the Transformers that they are doing, that they had on display in the store.
Which
Transformers? This is from that Beast movie.
Oh, did you guys watch that?
Nope.
No.
I couldn't get through it. Was not good.
Did you go to the theater?
No.
I kind
I
of
can't
like
believe
it.
it's already out on streaming already.
Oh yeah, for a while now.
Okay.
I just I couldn't get more than like 20 minutes into it.
Yikes.
It was bad. But,
Speaking of bad, people haven't really liked this one very much.
have to concur.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
They have, you know,
Oh God.
Ant has really stuck to his guns on this, that he really likes the sculpt. He said sometimes the brown paint doesn't always translate.
It's not a color thing.
In
just-
pictures. But like, I don't feel like it's a color thing either. I think it's the sculpt.
It's the shape of his head. Like, yeah, it's not there. I'm sorry.
That's supposed to be Magic Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they pulled up photos, like side by side comparisons, and I could see what they were going for, but they definitely missed the mark by a little bit. Yeah.
But I mean, one thing that's really great about Ant is he tends to very much listen to feedback, even though he might be sticking to his guns. He might make some changes. I think the rest of him looks really good. Like, I mean, I think the sculpt looks nice.
The pose is really good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun pose.
Although his right arm, he looked a little over jacked there, but
I was thinking the same thing.
were you? That
Yeah.
last picture, Chris?
This one?
No,
this.
that one.
Oh, yeah, that one
No.
there.
Nope.
Yeah, nope.
Back.
Back one. Again.
Back, forward,
One.
back.
There.
Am I going the wrong way?
We're back at the Transformers.
Which way do I go?
Keep going. Keep going.
Right
That one.
His right arm is like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he wasn't that
He
jacked.
was not that jacked. It wasn't Arnold
Yeah, I
magic.
was going to say, he's got some biceps there. Look at that.
No.
That's how they get him to approve the likeness, make him look better. Than
Yeah, right. Made me look really strong.
yeah.
He does a lot of dribbling.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Speaking of strong, there's some Clint Eastwood.
Don't you think both of these needed more? Well, especially this one needed more definition in the hair.
So here is what I feel, and I don't know if I'm wrong or if I'm completely off base, but this piece feels like a 15-year-old sideshow piece.
Yeah.
I wonder if they already did this and they just dusted it off and finally released it.
Could be.
Because look at don't you feel like it's just so simplified?
It
Looks like a
cartoony
caricature
in a way.
of Clint Eastwood.
It does. And like the cut and sew on him, like I just feel like even like remember how Sideshow always did the round bases?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, if
even
they
round
give us
base.
the old prices of $300-$400,
yeah. I feel like this reminds me of one of those old maquettes that they did from the very beginning when I started falling in love with Sideshow. That's what this feels like to me.
Yep.
which is fine. I mean, if
Oh
that's
my
the-
God, Jeff Morris nailed it. Looks like a Thunderbirds puppet. He does.
I love it, Jeff.
Yep, he nailed it.
Honestly, I don't mind it actually if that's the feel they're going for, like that older style of a statue. But I don't know.
I mean, it's still good for what it is. I just feel like Jeff said, like feel like there needed to be more detail. It just like looks like ice cream cone hair or something. Like
Yeah, right. I think the Blondie is better, but it's still not incredible.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's no doubt you can tell it's him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And Chris, Maya Curran in the chat says, "How could you have so much detail on the sweater, but not the hair?
Right.
Like you can see the fine texture in the sweater where it looks like cloth, and maybe
Yeah.
it is cloth.
It is cloth.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it's
Okay, well,
all
there's
this
your
is all
answer
cut and
right.
sew.
Yeah, you see a little fabric pull right there.
Yeah.
Which again is like the old school Sideshow, you know?
Yeah, it's cut and sew. Yeah,
Cut and sew. So yeah, it's just interesting. But again, that round base like they used to do. I just wonder if they had the file, from long ago.
Well, the line is selling really well. Most of them are waitlisted.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, it's
All right.
he's a very popular character.
All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I got to go do some things. But congrats, Chris, on 100K
Thank you.
subscribers, and thanks everybody for joining. Put it that
Yeah,
way.
thank you again. Thank you for doing the
Thanks.
giveaway.
All right, thanks.
See ya.
Bye-bye. All right, we're rolling right along. We got a 1/10 scale Poison Ivy. This is based on Art Germ. I've got a hit or miss. What? Go ahead, Jeff.
For 1/10 scale, I think it looks pretty good.
I do too. I think it's really fun. It's something different for her.
I think she looks great.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I've got a hit or miss video that's going to come out sometime soon with my thoughts on this one. But overall, I think it's just a really nice piece.
Yeah.
I think it's like the $250 mark though.
I wonder.
There's two versions.
Oh, that's right. One with the more deluxe base.
Yeah. So one's more affordable.
Yeah.
Is this their kind of their own take? She's not from some particular piece of art or something, is she?
They say specifically she's Art Germ, so I would assume this comes from something he did.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Art Germ.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, I like it. These are some pictures from C2E2. Aunt Adams had a great booth there. So some people obviously took some photos, and I applaud him for continuing to be one of the only companies that still will do a booth.
Yeah,
for sure.
Which is great.
By the way, I like that. I know that Arnold one hasn't gotten much love. I think it looks great.
Yeah, these photos look better like at the convention. Like,
I think it looks awesome.
Which again, like I always say, like these convention photos, the videos and the photos, they always look better than the studio shots. Especially the studio shots that do that awful black background. I hate that.
Yep.
This looks awesome.
Marcus, yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks great. They also have teased a Transformers. And then obviously the Ghostbusters as well.
Nice. That looks good.
We talked about Superman earlier. We have the LBS piece, and Jay continues to tweak, and I think he's made it a lot better. What do you guys think?
It's 1,000 times better.
Yeah,
way
absolutely.
better.
That square face.
I was very worried about this portrait. I did not like it when he showed it printed and painted, but the new one looks fantastic.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of really, to be honest, any of the portraits, but I knew it was supposed to be like Alex Ross inspired, to where the new one looks pretty much dead on Alex Ross.
I like the younger Gary Frank inspired one. I think it's pretty good. And
yeah, way better than what we saw from Prime 1, I think.
Yeah. So I'm really thrilled that he's done this. I'm never crazy about the super squinty-eyed Superman, but that is how Alex Ross drew him.
Yeah.
But I do wish the eyes were open more.
That's the problem. See how it translates.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once it's painted.
We'll see. I mean, that'll be what tells. But again, there's a newer render.
To me, that is classic Superman. That's really good.
That looks good.
I agree.
And if you go back to the first image that showed, that middle image, the Alex Ross image, that's what that Prime 1 Blitzweight is also based on.
Yep.
And this is so much better than that.
I think
Right.
I do not
Exactly.
like that Prime 1 realistic take, whatever you want to call it. I prefer much better the Legendary Beast.
Yeah, but looking at this drawing, he is confident. He is he's super attractive.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I think
I don't get that from the Prime 1. I get
no,
from it, yeah.
no, it's gone from the Prime 1. It's
Yeah.
like someone said he looks constipated. I think that's kind of true, but it is not. It's not this image. I don't think.
No.
LBS does it much better.
I agree.
I agree too.
Yep. I was agreeing. Yep.
Chad has told me on the phone, or maybe earlier tonight, I can't remember. He said, wait till you see this printed. He said, if you think Doomsday is awesome and massive looking, like wait till you see Freeze.
Bring
And
it.
so bring it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is just another one that obviously, they've teased and we didn't really talk about much earlier. This is going to have a glass dome, and they've made a few additional tweaks on him, but I think he's going to be really, really close to being ready. So can't wait to see him fully revealed.
You know what? I'm really curious. What is going to be the first Tweeterhead 1/3 scale bust that sells out day one? It's going to happen eventually. I'm really curious.
I think Riddler's got a chance.
They're very low edition size, so it's who knows.
Yep. Well, and I know at least 3 people in the chat said they ordered Superman tonight because of this show.
Right.
And so I think that,
Honestly,
especially if they can get Superman sold out, I think that's going to give him a lot of confidence. And again, we just have to continue to support him.
I'm a little worried the edition sizes are a little too small, like to where I don't know, like I said, like some of these are characters that have never been made before.
Well, it's going to make them highly collectible, Eric.
Yeah.
And Chris, from like you've been saying forever, as soon as these start landing in people's hands and
Yep.
they can actually see how impressive they are and people start talking about them more,
Yep.
I think that's where you have the chance for some of these pieces to sell out quick.
Absolutely. And that's why I told him, like I said, if you roll out these characters that are especially the ones that people have wanted for a long time and people understand how serious you are about doing these lines,
Yep.
that it's going to sell itself. It really is.
I think you should bump some of these to like maybe 500.
Yeah, maybe. Here's Eric's Batman. Well, actually, I'm sorry, it's Joker. It's the Joker as Batsuit.
Yeah, I'm really happy I kept this one. It's so impressive in person. Like every worry I had, not worry that I thought it was going to be bad. I was just worried like it was going to be too colorful. It's like one of my new favorite pieces just to stare at in my collection.
It really works, and it really works well together with the punchline and him and his Joker as well, color wise.
It ties like all of my pieces in together, and for me, that's what I always say. I'm not a person that cares about statues individually. I mostly care about how everything looks in a collection together. And for me, my room now I feel has that feel to where everything looks cool together.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the broken piece.
Except for the broken piece, but obviously Eric's having to deal with that, and Prime One is responding. So
they've been very good so far.
That's great. It's a good communication from Prime One. Again, Eric was talking earlier. It's like we've all had really good luck with dealing with Prime One, and they've had great customer service. So I know sometimes you hear negativity, but obviously negativity sometimes is louder than positivity. So,
Eric, is the break as clean as it looks?
No, so luckily a huge chunk broke off to where it captures most of the the sculpt and details, but then there was like another dozen smaller pieces.
That's the worst.
Tiny little crumbles. So
yeah.
It's not one of those things to where you could just glue it back in place. It's missing like an outline of crumbles everywhere around it. So.
That's too bad. This was a tease by JC, another third scale piece. This is obviously Shazam.
So Stuart said Billy Batson is also on that base.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Oh, you can see the hands back here.
Yep.
I didn't even notice that. Okay, that's interesting.
So I'm going to answer Ben Hizzle's question really quick. So Prime One did offer me a replacement base, but they're worried that the base might not fit, the rest of the character with fitment issues. So they actually offered if they do find another base, that they would actually try to work out something to where they replace the whole entire statue. So far they've been very good, at doing something, fixing the issue. So we'll see what happens.
This is the Wonder Woman also teased now. This looks like it's printed from Legendary Beast. What do you think?
This is a new portrait.
This
is a George Perez Wonder Woman portrait that Jerry Bourne recommended that Jay do, and Jay did it. So thank you, Jerry.
Yeah, looks great.
What's funny, if we go back to Prime One, I don't even have to see the Prime One Wonder Woman. I already could tell this is going to be better.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's perfect. He just keeps nailing these pieces.
Yeah.
Look at the body sculpt here. It's really nicely done.
Yep. I can't wait.
Beautiful. Nightmare fuel.
You know what bugs me is there are collectors getting this and they're posting pictures and they absolutely love it. And
yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, do they not know what Henry Cavill looks like? I mean,
no comment.
I don't know. I feel bad even saying it because it's so expensive and I know that they're super excited, but I don't see Henry Cavill in this.
I mean, it looks good. It just doesn't look like him.
I show my wife her like what do they call it? Like
All pass.
hall pass is Henry
Yeah.
Cavill.
Right.
Well, not this one.
And because clearly I look so much like him.
Yeah.
And but I showed her this and she said, "What the hell is this?"
It's your
Yeah.
hall pass.
And she is a big Henry Cavill fan. So yeah,
It just isn't.
it just isn't.
No.
So I guess pretty quick we're going to see their redo of the Chris Reeve portrait. I'm curious how that's going to work out.
I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
And again, I will say again that J&D does tend to look better in person. But I just,
You know what?
this right here,
I've seen 3 or 4 of them. They kind of look the same to me as the pictures. To me,
well, it's,
maybe I'm grumpy. I don't know.
no, I mean, it just is what it is, right?
Yeah.
This was some in-hand photos of that little Batman. Well, he's third scale. I can't remember what the name of him was, but he's from the metal line. But I thought this was interesting. They did black foam
Huh.
Oh yeah.
pieces.
Wow.
So that's different
That's very different.
for Prime 1.
Wow.
Which is, if people aren't familiar with it, it's a little bit softer than the white foam.
It almost
definitely
looks like
lots
this
softer, I
is,
should
this is what customs do. Like they do
Yeah.
these big
Well-
blocks of, box of foam like this.
It doesn't crumble.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't
for
crumble.
People that don't collect customs. So the black foam is way different than the white. Like the white foam's your typical hard foam. It crumbles to where the black foam has a little bit of a flex to it. It doesn't crumble.
Yeah, I like the black.
So I don't know which is better, but
I guess we'll see if there's a lot of these broken. It's a smaller piece. This was teased since our last show, a Sideshow original, which is really cool. I think this is really fun.
Sure.
I think we saw well, maybe we talked about this last show. Maybe we did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
So
well,
it's weird because didn't Tweeterhead tease one?
yeah,
A Krampus?
I
Krampus.
think so. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens there. This was some in-hand photos of the Bane. I have not ordered this one yet. Do you guys think I should?
It looks better here. I like it here. I would, if I could fit this in my collection, I would order it. But you do
Dan,
have a
what's
really
it-
cool 1/3.
Do you
Dan,
have a
what says you?
personally? I like it, and I'm not one that has to have throne pieces because it's a throne piece, but I think he looks good seated in the chair, and I like the position that they put him in. It looks like a commanding position. He looks like a boss. I personally don't care about the Thomas Wayne or the other character behind him. That's just me. I mean, he looks good, but I wouldn't buy him. I really don't like the pose at all. But
Pretty stiff.
yeah, it's pretty stiff, man. Eesh. He looks
It
like
kind
a
of looks-
action figure.
I was just going to say, it looks like a Kenner action figure blown
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
No love for Psycho Pirate.
There's
No,
no love.
for the
I don't know who the hell he is.
Well,
But, I do
Yeah,
like.
I was like, yeah.
He's been around since the Golden Age. He's been around for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah, I could care less about the other two. The Bane looks good, but the question would be like, does he pair well with the rest of your collection? Like, where do you
Right.
put him?
Exactly. And I think he's going to be really a big, massive base. I'm just not sure if he'll fit.
Yeah.
This was also some in-hand photos of their, what is this, New 52 Batman?
Yep, Rebirth.
Or Rebirth. Yeah,
Rebirth.
sorry, Rebirth
Rebirth
Batman.
Like it, but
I kind of like the purple cape.
it's
It's kind
fine.
of something different.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
I'm
I
a big
don't,
fan of the purple cape. I love the sculpt of Batman. I'm just a little lost of what's going on behind them. I can never seem to find the perfect angle to figure out what's going on behind him.
cemetery with the
I know, but I feel like it just gets like kind of lost back there. Like, it's
Yeah.
weird.
He's on top. To me, it looks like he's on top of like a mausoleum. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I think.
I
too.
like the idea of it. I just feel like it doesn't flow like with the
Yeah,
stuff behind them.
there's like an energy missing from it. Like
Yeah.
all the good Batman elements are there, but I don't know.
Something
Yeah.
weird about it. Oh.
agreed.
This was some in production of the Last of Us.
Mhm.
So that will be shipping soon if you're somebody that ordered that. I think these must be my Dredges photos. Let me see if these are the ones I haven't had numbered.
Like even that last one you just showed, it's gosh, weird angle of the base.
Yeah, we'll just call it there.
Yeah.
I didn't have those in order for you guys. Sorry, I ran out of time. Been a busy couple weeks. All right. 305 still watching. Thank you guys so very much. Let's give some shit away, shall we?
Give some shit away, dude.
Let's do it. All right, let's give away Dan's next. Let's do it. Let's see what you got for us, Dan.
Give it away now, Dan.
That's right.
Give it away. These are going to go together to the winner. So the first is the Long Halloween. That is signed by Jeff Loeb, art by Tim Sale. This was the piece that that Jeff had produced and signed at conventions in 2023 to support Tim Sale's family after he passed away.
That's awesome.
That was nice.
So, yep, it's a great piece. I bought 2 of them, and this is one of the 2. And then the other one is a Detective Comics cover. I love this. Is probably my favorite piece.
Oh, this is Ivan
art. Yep.
I love
This
me a
is
crouching
great.
So
Batman.
that is signed by Ivan right there.
That's Talia, right?
And that's Talia. Yep. Just a beautiful gothic looking piece,
Yeah. I've never seen that. It's cool.
Love it. So this one is 11 by 17. The other one is 12 by 18, I think. But these pieces will go together to the winner.
All right, I'm going to give you guys the hashtag. Here we go. Hashtag only Dan.
Jeez. You were going to get me in trouble.
I know. There we go. Hashtag only dance tonight.
Do not type .com after that, guys.
That's right. Not That's gonna charge you a monthly subscription. So don't want to do that.
Only dance. Private business. All right, cool. Let's do it.
Hashtag only dance. 2 really great prints. I have the Tim Sale piece myself, and it's just I wish I could have had him sign it too. Did you ever get to meet? Did you ever meet Tim Sale?
No, I never did.
Never did.
No. But I did, have the chance to speak to Jeff, and I think it was at MegaCon in 2023 is where I got the print, and I think it was the first show that he was signing that he had released that print, and he's just a really good guy trying to do a really good thing for Tim's family. It was awesome.
I didn't realize that because I got mine. It would have been, I guess, San Diego then. I got mine at San Diego when I met him there.
Yeah.
And it's just, I didn't realize that he was doing that for the family. So that's really awesome.
Yep.
That's really cool. We've got 155 entries. Again, we ask that it is the United States, please. Again, I do apologize for our international watchers.
It's only Dan's, not only Dan.
Yep. So hashtag only Dan's not going to, or only Dan is not going to work. I guess it would work from a phone, Jason, as long as you can type in. Clearly you can type in. So it works. Hashtag only Dan's. 157 entries. I'm going to give it another few seconds here. Again, you only need to enter once, guys. You only need to enter once. It doesn't matter if you do it multiple times. It does not increase your chances. And coming up after this, we will. Mike says poop. Mike's like, I've entered 700 times. You're telling me it doesn't matter? And then after this, we'll give away that Prime 1 piece.
Again,
there's that one. There is that one.
All right.
I love the pumpkins on the bottom, how it just stands.
I do too. That's what I love. It's a long Halloween.
So cool.
Yeah, it's a long Halloween tribute right there. Yep. Okay, here we go. Let me get to our presentation here. All right, can you guys see hashtag only Dan's on screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Oh. Still going. Oh, Theodore.
Another regular of the show. Thank you, Theodore.
Absolutely.
And I know that Theodore is in the United States. So please email. Actually, Dan, why don't you give him your email address?
Yeah, sure. My email address is dsd, like Daniel, Sam Daniel, 825@mac.com. MAC. DSD825@mac.com.
We should put in the chat.
Yeah,
I'll do that. That'd be easier.
Yeah, thank you very much. So Theodore, just email Dan. I think that might be easier. Congratulations to him. And we have another giveaway. Let's do our final giveaway for tonight. Again, it is the Wonder Woman. This will be shipped to you from Todd at Spec Fiction. So I want to give Todd a major shout out. He has been a big supporter of the channel for a very long time. And so again, thank you to Todd at Spec Fiction. Highly recommend their website. And so again, just thank you so much for being part of this show tonight. I really appreciate it, Todd.
Oh, wait. Theodore is not in the USA.
Oh.
What
But he will
country
pay for
are you
shipping, I
in,
think.
Theodore?
He says, I don't mind paying for shipping though. Is that all right with you, Dan? I don't. It's up to you, Dan.
Yeah, that's okay.
Is that the same? I feel like I've sold
Yeah,
some.
we'll figure it out. Send an email to Chris, and we'll figure it out, Theodore. No problem. It's not a big, heavy piece or anything. It's going to be in a relatively small tube. So
He said he's in Australia.
Should do a
Yeah,
second
you know
one
what,
with
Theodore, what I'll do is I'm going to send you the dimensions and the ship from address. And if you can print the shipping label and everything and send it to me, we'll do it that way.
Okay, that's a good idea. That's a great idea to do that. Okay, that's perfect. Okay,
Cool.
so just again, email dsd825 at
Mac.com.
mac.com.
And
Okay.
we'll connect, Theodore, and we'll figure it out. So
Okay.
moving on.
Okay, moving on. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we are going to, let me get this ready to go again. Let me get,
I think someone from El Guapo said he messaged you, Chris.
I'll check that out in the spam folder. Yeah, I'll check that.
Hey, Chris, I wasn't going to mention this, but this just came up. Just to show you guys how awesome this community is. Another member in the community, I won't name him because I'm not sure he wants to be named, but he's sending something to Theodore already. And he just said he's going to cover it. He's already sending something, so he's going to cover it.
That was quick.
It's awesome.
Oh, so you'll just ship it to him?
Yeah, so such a cool community. So I'll ship it to this person, and then they'll go out together.
I just want to piggyback on that. I mean, we to me, this celebration tonight is really all about the community. It's all about everybody that joins us. It's all about the positive community here. I am so proud of the community that we've built, that Jeff at Secret Sanctuary has built, Eric, just all the different communities coming together and being positive. And that is just so much fun. Yes, we sometimes disagree. Yes, we sometimes nitpick pieces like scary Superman, but nightmare fuel. But I just want to thank everybody. And I'm sure these gentlemen concur.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
1,000%.
Well said.
Yep. Okay, so our hashtag again, we are giving away this Wonder Woman. I will send Todd your mailing address. He will take care of it on his end. He is again doing USA shipping, but if you are international, you would have to pay the price. You would have to pay it. Okay, so I just want to give you a heads up. What we're going to do is we're going to do hashtag spec fiction. Right there on the screen, hashtag spec fiction. Again, Wonder Woman quarter scale from our friends at Prime One Studio and Spec Fiction.
Chris, in the meantime, that was Josh Rankins who offered to send that to Theodore.
That was so awesome.
Me that it was okay to mention his name. So thank you, Josh. That was
damn, and let's just see what happens.
That is so awesome.
Yep.
I love this community.
Testing a theory here.
We've got 125 entries already, 136.
All right. I've entered like 7 times. I want to see if it makes a difference.
I guess, like I said, you just enter once.
I'm curious to see what happens. Oh, no, one more time. Copy.
Or if you were the only person that entered, you'd probably have a pretty good chance. 160 entries right now. Again, thank you everybody for being here. We got 328 people still watching. $2 super chat from Jason. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Again, thanks to all the super chats to help celebrate tonight. I'm sorry if I missed any. I'm sorry if I didn't.
Just got another one. It's going by quick. Jason, Justin.
No, that's the one I put on the screen.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yep. No worries. Again, thank you guys very much. Really appreciate it. No, Theodore, thank you so much, JWR and the BSC. That's awesome. Again, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And congratulations again, Theodore. You guys are awesome. 169 entries. We'll give it just another second here. Again, I want to thank Todd at Spec Fiction. Definitely check them out. Check out Tweeterhead tomorrow. Tweeterhead.com. Again, Doomsday is going live. $375 if you pay in full, which is, again,
That's
insane to me.
Crazy.
I mean, just absolutely insane. Jeff, you missed the N. Jeff's been drinking.
I'll give you one of my entries if I win.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
Yeah, your 7 entries. We got 174. Again, thank you everybody for being here tonight. Spec Fiction, give a shout out to them. Give a shout out to Chad at Tweeterhead again. Thank you for giving away 2 Doomsdays. That was insane. And what a surprise. And then Choice Fine Art, obviously, Charles Carosa for giving away that awesome art print. And of course, Matt giving away an original Tony Daniel, which is that's an expensive piece. That's insane. That's awesome. And again, thanks to Dan for giving away these art prints as well to Theodore. So, all right, you guys ready?
Give it away now.
174 entries.
Resist.
I am gonna give it away now. I am going to do 2 drawings just in case. Can you guys see hashtag Spec Fiction on the screen?
Yep.
All right, and away we go.
So nachos. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my God! Again?
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
The second one.
Yeah.
That is insane.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Wow.
My 7 entries did not work.
Having
No,
a
it did
good
not.
night. Holy cow.
Wow, that is insane. You better go. You need to go play the lottery tonight,
Yep.
my friend.
People posted pepper pictures up there. That's great.
I'm gonna do a backup.
Well, he's in the chat. So why do a backup?
Yeah, you better go play the real lottery tonight, whenever it is.
Is he confirming?
Yes,
Sorry,
Yeah.
I can't see it.
he did.
Yeah, he said no way.
Okay. Well, that is insane. Good
This is
Lord.
rigged.
That's crazy.
That's a first.
I was gonna say I can't believe with that many people.
Yep.
That's
Wow.
insane. Okay. Well, congratulations to our winners tonight. Absolutely incredible. And again, I don't know if you're in the United States, El Guapo. Let me know. I love that. Once upon a time, I did me and my brother-in-law did a food challenge where we had to eat these burritos. It was from a place called Carlos O'Kelly's in town. And it was based on the El Guapo. It was El Guapo brisket taco challenge or something like that. And it was this little platter. And I'm like, this is going to be so easy. And as soon as we took the first bite, it was the hottest thing I've ever had in my life. Like my mouth was on fire. My brother-in-law, who is like 150 pounds lighter than me, like he downed it and he finished first, but we both got a t-shirt for finishing. It was pretty crazy, but it was the El Guapo taco challenge. I thought that was pretty funny. Obviously from the Three Amigos. That's the villain from that film.
I like Stanley's comment. El Guapo is Jeff Delaney.
Yeah. That's your alter ego for the Halloween show. You could be El Guapo.
That's right.
Anyway, congratulations everybody for playing along tonight. And again, thanks everybody for being here. Thank you, gentlemen, for helping us celebrate. Continue to support channels like this guy. This guy's a hardest working guy on YouTube right here, doing some amazing reviews. We got this guy right here.
I'm not the hardest working.
Yeah, you are. You're El Guapo. We gotta hype you up. We got this guy right here down in this corner. He is working hard on all sorts of artistic things. We really appreciate his talent. And of course, it's just great to have that guy back on screen with us. We're really glad to have you as always, my friend. And again, thanks everybody for watching. Anything else you guys want to add before we wrap up?
Hey, don't forget this guy.
Don't forget that guy.
This guy. Good job.
He's all right.
He's all right, man.
Well done.
I'll pass, I suppose. Anyway, I want to thank Chad again for sending these. I'm going to spend another hour now boxing them back up, which will be fun. Hate that part of the hobby. But
Send me the Batman so I can paint it.
yeah, that's right. Well, this one's going back to be photographed, I think.
Okay.
And this one is going to go. This is like one of their lighter weight ones, so I don't know where this one's going. But this one I think is going to go maybe get photographed too. I can't remember. They're all going different places. So anyway, thank you so much again, everybody, for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel and supporting our channels in general. And we'll be back in a couple weeks for the next fun hangout. So thank you guys. See you in the Batcave.
See you guys. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody. Thanks again.
See y'all.